Good morning. Happy Monday. Happy everything. It's Mornings with Matt and Bob, powered by Chuy. We're here for you. Get you through this week. I think the city's probably in. The regulars are probably gone. I don't know. I don't know how it all works. Let's do today's starting lineup, though. We're here. We're playing for you. We're taking the field. The man straight ahead, the hardest working man in show business, ladies and gentlemen. What can I say about him? A heavyweight champ. Untested, though, in 2023. I've noticed. Will 2024 be the year that he steps foot in the ring and fights Jake Paul?
I'm going to hit Miami Beach. Huh? Up my record.
After Jake Paul takes care of Tyson, we'll get Chuy in there. He's a heavyweight champ in every aspect of his life, ladies and gentlemen. And there are so many aspects. It's a cavalcade, a cornucopia, a universe of aspects that he's involved with. I can't wait to hear about how his spring break went. Our one-day spring break, ladies and gentlemen. Please say hello to the incomparable Mr. Chuy Eldorado.
Thank you so much.
Oh, my goodness. And I'm sure the man of the right has his stories from his one-day spring break. He is a former star, ladies and gentlemen, of weekly episodic sitcom television. That's right.
That's right.
That's true. It's on his resume. It's down, though. It's way down below. I think it's toward the end of the second page of his resume, ladies and gentlemen, because he's done so many things after that it's almost it's almost hard to believe. Part owner in a comedy club, touring stand-up comedian, a mentor to many young comedians coming up through the ranks. And now, ladies and gentlemen, well, as always, feels like he's always been here. Future Texas Radio Hall of Famer. I'm pretty sure we'll get him in the books. Ladies and gentlemen, the marvelous Matt Bearden is right here.
Oh, my goodness.
So much. Just returning from his travels, I think his 13th trip to Las Vegas in as many weeks.
Going back on the 22nd.
Headed back. In fact, they're starting to call him Ocean 71. That's how many trips he's going to make this year.
Damn.
Turn around. Let me see that.
What?
What are you wearing around your neck there?
Oh, this was given to me.
Given to you by whom?
Just fan.
Is that a rope chain?
Yeah. Little bling.
Folks,
I'm getting my pinky ring sized right now. But
he's gone to Vegas. He's become a whole new person. And I don't even know. We'll have to find out throughout the next week or so. Has he changed? Has Vegas changed him? Or is he still the Bob Father we know? He's the progenitor of Bob Fonseca's Rock and Roll News and the Bob Father question of the day. Ladies and gentlemen, let's put our hands together for the very gorgeous, very blingy Mr. Bob Fonseca.
No, thank you very much, Matt. Oh, my goodness. How was your spring break, fellas? Oh, my goodness. That was incredible. An incredible one-day spring break.
It's crazy.
Did you have a good trip?
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Oh, little old me? No, I mean, yeah, it was fun. I mean, it seemed odd to go there twice in 1 month, but my wife had just come off of 2 weeks of work travel. Thought we'd get a little, and we had some neighbors, our friends Tom and Kelly were up there with their family from Cleveland, and we thought, well, we'll go up there and hang out with them, and we didn't have any agenda. Did see Jim Jeffries on, that would have been, what night?
Friday night you went.
Friday night, his first of a two-night stand at the Mirage. I did not get, once again, no. Jim Jeffries wouldn't remember me. Little old me. Though I think he has been in this room back before he was like the big time Jim Jeffries, when he was just Jim Jeffries. But very, it was an interesting show. He was very good. And
he's always good. I like Jim.
Why do you say interesting?
The stench of the reeking of pot in that Mirage. It's the big room. It probably holds 1,000 people, 1,500 people or something. I don't know. It's pretty big.
Well, is there plenty of the war? And then was the warm smell of colitas rising up
through the air during the whole show. It was crazy. And
what?
then,
Like they were smoking inside?
And it was funny because there were like 10 guys from Australia that were. It was basically the cast of Road Warrior. It was basically these guys looked pretty rough. And they were obviously there to see their hero, Jim Jeffries, from their native land, because I caught their accents. But not big laughers, though. You would think. Why is that, Matt? You've probably experienced.
They were hammered?
You probably. Oh. Is that it?
Yeah, I spent a lot of time doing stand-up, and here's what happens. Most people can't handle they smoke. They get too messed up too quickly, and then when you're there, you're like, ugh. Everything's loud in my ears. Everything sounds weird. Why do I feel this way?
Because I was like, wait a minute. You probably traveled 8,000 miles. There was about 10 or 12 of you in a row. And you're there to see your favorite comedian, I'm assuming, Jim Jeffries. But you're not laughing at any of the jokes. That's got to be terrible as a comedian, then, to think that you're bombing. But it's not that you're bombing necessarily. You could be. Jim Jeffries obviously doesn't bomb.
Can I suggest something?
Yeah.
You said there were like 10 guys?
Yeah.
I'm hoping that they
took up a whole row, and they were really like, I swear to God, dude, they look like...
But were they near you?
Yeah, right in front. The row right in front of me.
Oh, were you guys in row 2?
Mm-mm.
Oh.
No, we were way in the back because I bought tickets at the last minute.
When you say that to feel like you're bombing, I don't know that Jim understood that one row wasn't having a good time that was there in the back of the giant
Mirage
Mirage
room.
room.
Too. Not everyone.
There could have been that whole thing where everyone else was laughing, and he may not have been able to see that one row, 2 rows from the back of Aussies. I mean, to me, if Aussies are being quiet, you've won the entire battle.
Okay.
Because it's not unusual for them to get hammered and then just to talk during the whole
that's
show.
true, too. I guess we were lucky. So they were very, even though they looked very rough, they were very polite and nice, you know. I mean, they weren't heckling or anything like that. And it's surprising to me that they don't stick your phone in a bag at a Jim Jeffries show. It's pretty out there.
But
I've seen some out there I know.
He won't get canceled.
I know. Yeah, because he's not from this country. Mm-hmm. And you got to look at some of the language in Australia is more acceptable than it is here. There's a certain word that's, I guess, extremely acceptable. And
the C word?
Gosh, Matt. I mean, it's Monday. I mean, we just got back from spring break, from a one-day spring break. And
is that what you're talking about? The C next to Z word?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just one of his favorite words.
If Madonna can tell someone's not standing up, he can tell the whole row isn't laughing, right?
Yeah. Well, I don't know.
Did you hear that story?
No.
Madonna was scolding somebody for not standing up. And there was a wheelchair, somebody in a wheelchair.
Is that an excuse?
I don't know. I mean,
I feel like
play them like a virgin. Maybe.
It was a $50 ticket, so I feel like that's pretty good value for Vegas. You can't get breakfast for $50, and I got to see Jim Jeffries.
That's a good deal.
But we were super tired because that was the day we got there. That was the day we got there, and so it was like.
I might try.
By the time that show was done, it was like 2:00 in the morning, Austin time. And we still had to haul it back to wherever we were staying. I don't remember. The Aria. Do you know the Aria?
I stayed there, yeah.
So now I'm tempted to go back on the 22nd because Bruce is at T-Mobile. It's his second show back.
Wu-Tang is playing that weekend.
Are they?
And they are nothing to F with. I don't know if you know that, but they let you know that.
Why would you go
pretty frequently throughout their show?
Springsteen over the Wu.
Because, well, come on. Clearly, you don't need an answer for that. But where are they playing?
The RZA, the Jizza.
Where are they playing?
Why wouldn't you go see Wu Springsteen and the E Street Tang?
That sounds good. That sounds kind of like
if they did a collab,
a Barbieheimer thing. It sounds like a
really. In fact, you should make that your weekend.
But I'm sure
Wu Springsteen and the E Street.
I'm sure the show times are going to be exactly the same. I don't think we could make them both. But Bruce is at the T-Mobile, which is actually like attached to the Aria, so it would be an easy trip in and out. And that's the beautiful thing about that Vegas. That airport right on top of the city, basically.
At Vegas, I'll tell you.
You roll in and you're in your hotel within 30 minutes. They make it easy, but man, it's dirty. It's dirty, man.
How dirty?
It's just dirty.
Just the city as a whole, you mean?
I love
It's
it.
just, I know. It's a spectacle, right? And I love people watching, and I must have walked in 2.5 days. I must have walked 20 miles because I'll walk everywhere, and I won't take the escalator. You got to do all those up-downs now in Vegas, crossing the streets. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I do.
You got to do all those crossovers, so you got to go up the stairs, over, down, and then around,
go again.
and then go back. And you've got to do that many times.
You need to turn those all into escalators.
And I thought, well, during this trip, I'm not going to take the escalator. I'm going to use the stairs every time. Sometimes it's 100, 150 steps all the way to the top and then back down. Still gained 2 pounds.
Wu-Tang is the next day, so we can get both. But I can't afford to go until like May or something. I may go back.
I'm thinking flying here out of after the show, flying out of here, and then taking 1 day off because I can't get back in time.
I think that's
there's no early show. There's no early.
I think this is the rest of our lives. Is the 3 day, the 3 day,
3 day, 1 day. I'm talking about a 1 day
weekend.
Not even a.
We'll never take a full week or something like they do in foreign countries.
And for some reason, Bruce tickets are
Manhattan.
super cheap. Like you can be on the floor for like $200. It's like super cheap. So I'm thinking of just going up there alone, doing the turn and burn. I don't know.
I like this new Mr. Vegas you.
Well, no, I don't participate. I don't play. I don't play where the players play. You know, I don't gamble. Though we did okay. We did all right. Play a little. I like to play those little single-person craps machines. You ever do those with the pop-up dice?
I don't even know what that is. Single-person craps
It's so intimidating.
machine.
I used to go on craps tables like I felt pretty comfortable. Most of the time I didn't know what I was doing, but it was fun. Yeah. Now it's just too intimidating. You got $25, $50 table limit.
Yeah.
But a single person one, there aren't people around you. You're just throwing the dice like a video game?
They're machines, yeah.
Like video poker
with
or something?
With Pop-O-Matic dice, yeah.
All right.
Not like the ones they had in the golden years.
I'm looking one of these up. I want to see it. It's click, click, boom time. We go through the clickbait so you don't have to. Today, I'm really glad to see them getting into this game. Not everybody gets into, it's BuzzFeed.
Oh, yeah.
BuzzFeed and Thinker. I mean, there's all these sites that get into clickbait. But, ladies and gentlemen, our good friends just up the road in Killeen at the Killeen Daily Herald have put together a listicle, the best places for 9 popular indoor activities in Austin.
Okay.
9 popular indoor activities.
I don't even know
what
that means.
I mean, put me on. I want to know all the trends that are going on in Austin. Thank you, Killeen.
Well, I can think of your favorite indoor activity, and I doubt it's going to be listed here.
Well, it could be a number of things.
Well, if you were picking your favorite indoor activity, what would it be?
Love making.
Like the way your voice went kind of soft there. He loves making. Would you care to make a little love?
Let me put on the colored lights.
The Marvin Gaye.
By we, you mean you and that which hand?
Oh, now.
Oh, come on.
Oh, really?
Come on.
Oh, come on.
Come on.
I'm the bad guy now?
Yeah.
Come on.
Yes.
Best places for 9 popular indoor activities. To motivate you to try a new activity this weekend, weather notwithstanding. We compiled a list of the best places for popular indoor activities in Austin using data from Yelp. Data is as of February 21st, 2024. Businesses were selected using Yelp's ranking system, which calculates an adjusted rating value that takes into account the number of ratings as well as the rating score itself.
Can we start manipulating Yelp and just send everybody to some crappy taco truck at a...
Can I just tell you that I think it may have already been manipulated as we go through this list?
Because of the kind of people that...
Do you hear much about Yelp anymore?
I mean, it pops up when you Google stuff, so...
I know, but I don't remember that time when it was like, oh my God, it's Austin's greatest Yelper. And they were getting all kind. They were like TikTok stars.
Yeah.
Back in the day.
Well, are you ready for the best indoor arcade? You guys want to take a guess at what it might be?
Oh, it's got to be either cidercade or pinballs, right? Or
I'm going to think pinballs.
So. Pinballs. Now, which pinballs?
I know there's multiple locations, which I didn't think there was that many pinball machines in the world.
Would you say the big one up north? Would you say the one down south? Would you say Pinball North's big competitor, Main Event, which is right there, Dave and Buster's?
Nah, they got a lot of pinball machines at Pinballs. The Aerosmith one, my fave.
Yeah.
And the Ninja Turtles.
Oh, I like the Elton John.
Ooh.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen.
Kiss.
Thanks to the readers of Yelp and the Killeen Daily Herald, we now know that the number one arcade in Austin is Dart 'em Up.
Yeah, I don't even know what you're talking about.
Dart 'em Up on 183.
I'm not even sure what you're talking about right now.
Arcades, kid activities, challenge courses. It was a place where I know you could go and you rented Nerf dart guns, and then you shot at each other like laser tag. That looks like a hell of a arcade there, doesn't it?
I mean, you got Sandbox where you can go VR in the domain.
Are there any video games here at all?
They're just kids shooting each other.
Well, it's
a Nerf thing for 5-year-olds.
Oh, those are Nerf branded guns, and
okay.
But I wouldn't really call that
And so we're just teaching kids tactical maneuvers at this point on their birthday.
Oh, there's a Pac-Man machine while you wait.
Well, that must be it. That Pac-Man machine is Austin's best arcade.
You still got the pattern memorized, Bobo?
No, I was terrible at Pac-Man.
Were you? You didn't memorize the pattern?
No, terrible. I don't. My brain doesn't work that way.
Well, we want to send a special shout out to Dart 'em Up's Pac-Man machine, which has been awarded.
I mean, take
best
your kids.
Arcade.
They got a few there. Take your kids. Why not? That looks like fun.
They have a party room.
If I was 5, I'd like to do that. But I'm 7.
The thing wasn't the best place for you to. This is the best place for Austin indoor activity.
No adults should be there.
Right, except that
you should not be an adult and go there.
Well, here we go.
Here's another one.
Are you guys ready?
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Are you guys ready to find out where's the best place to go bowling in Austin?
Thank you, Killeen. Has this Killeen Ryder been to Austin before?
I don't know about that.
Okay. We can only assume.
Are you guys ready for the next one?
I'm going to stay out of this one. If it's not Westgate Lanes, then...
Well, I'm allowing you to make your own nominations. What if you?
Well, there's only one. There's only after Highland closes. There's only one legitimate bowling center left until someone builds a new one, and hopefully that's legitimate. Anytime you put a bowling center near a Pac-Man machine, or a claw machine, or a pizza place, or whatever, and they turn the lights off, and that's not a
Okay.
You're not going to get any
well, these are Austin's, according to the Killeen Daily Herald.
Westgate Lane has to be.
These are the best places for 9 popular indoor activities in Austin. The best place for bowling, according to them, is... Oh, here it comes. Here's the best place for bowling. ATX Bowling Coach.
I don't even know what that is.
Well, I looked it up. Hi, I'm David Maynor, ATX Bowling Coach. Ready to take your bowling game to a whole new level?
Well, he's a coach.
Yep. But he's the best place
Does he have his own
activity.
lane?
He's the best place for indoor activities.
He looks like he knows how to bowl, Bubba.
Maybe what they're suggesting in Killeen is it's not even bowling. Maybe it's something else.
An hour session for $50. I might book him.
Is he wearing a Roto Grip shirt? What is he?
I am a USBC certified.
No, that's a league shirt.
And I am filled with the knowledge and know-how to help you step your game up.
Well, wait a minute. I have a USBC card. Maybe expired, but I don't know what that
means.
Take a lesson and just mark all y'all on the.
You are in good hands.
Lane.
With ATX Bowling Coach. Our reviews speak for themselves.
What's his home lane, though? What's his? What does he bowl? Oh, Westgate. That's Westgate there.
After winning first place in the men's bowling league, David Maynard poses with his team here. Look at that. He got first place.
At Westgate Lane.
You haven't got first place.
Been a while since I've been in league play, but
I'm a book.
Wait a minute. No, we did. Remember when I was on Tony's team?
Y'all dressed the same? Y'all got first?
Yeah. First or second.
I'm down to put together a bowling team, but we need
then
a fourth,
they threw us out of the league.
I'm booking a session.
Because they said we had ringer.
Yeah,
we had a ringer.
He asked that you please wear masks during a bowling session.
Yeah, I'm not doing that, David.
Well, there you go. That's the best bowling place in the city.
That's not a place. That's a person.
Bob, what is the title of this listicle? It says the best place for 9 popular indoor activities. One of those best places is ATX bowling coach David Maynard.
Check him out.
All right.
If you want to argue with the Clean Daily Herald, you go right ahead. But they're the news.
I'm going to shout out to my home lanes, Westgate.
Go to his house and say, hey, let's go bowling.
Here's the next one.
Go ahead. Will this one disappoint as much as the first two?
What's the best aquarium in Austin?
Austin Aquarium. Right there on 183.
That would also be the only aquarium in Austin, right?
That's what makes it the best.
My dentist's office?
Well, according to the Killeen Daily Herald...
Up front, we have one.
Oh, yeah.
KLBJ FM. You come down and...
It's the Austin Aquadome.
What?
I don't know. I'm just now hearing about Austin Aquadome for the first time in my life. Austin Aquadome, the largest selection of marine fish and corals in Central Texas.
Man, corals.
Nature's second home since 1997. Austin Aquadome.
There you go.
Where the hell is this? What is this?
It's an aquarium. See? It kind of looks more like the section at Walmart when they used to have fish.
Oh, there's the lizard tank. They had... Yeah, it's a retailer.
I have never, ever, ever in my entire life heard of Austin Aquadome. And I've lived here for 35 years.
Well, it's never too late to start living, buddy.
It's off of 290 in South Austin. It's near the record store, and it's back off the highway. Well, we got to go check it out. The Austin Aquadome.
They got piranhas?
I don't know if they have piranhas, but it's a store, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Nah, it's not.
We can't eat any of these shrimp or try any of the horse.
Okay, can you see the Aquadome that they're showing you a picture of right there?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to now put on the screen the picture that the Killeen Daily Herald has of the Austin Aquadome, okay? And there you go.
That's not in there.
Folks, this is like a billion-gallon tank with a family, and there's sharks and manta rays up ahead, and it's a giant dome of glass, and you're under the sea.
Probably in San Diego SeaWorld or something like that.
It is a $1 billion aquarium that they're showing a photo of. And when you go to Austin Aquadome...
Where is it?
It is a handmade dome out of concrete where they're selling fish, which actually it looks like... I think my kid would enjoy going there just to walk around.
But the ceilings aren't high enough to have this giant tank thing.
No, it's not. No, it's not. This is...
Well, look at the size of that shark. It's a Mako shark.
I don't even think Austin Aquarium has a shark, do they?
It's a great white.
No. It's ridiculous, dude. This is so good.
I mean, just take them to the Walmart fish section and you'll get about the same.
Do you want to wrap this up and move on to Vegas talk or something? Or no?
No, this is too...
I like it. I like the underground place. We're knowing underground places that, others don't.
This is flagrant false advertising.
No, it can't be. You cannot argue with clickbait. It's the truth. So, ladies and gentlemen, axe throwing, which we all know is hugely popular in the Austin area.
Is it? I feel like after I throw the first one, I'm like, okay, what are we doing next?
I've never gone axe throwing. I've never thrown an axe. I've never quite understood it as a concept, I don't think.
Oh, you know what? This actually, we might have actually hit a kind of cool one on this next one. And
really, what's the next one?
The Breaking Point.
It's the axe throwing. It's called the Breaking Point Austin.
But that's not all they do. Like, they call it the Breaking Point because it's one of those smash rooms, like anger rooms. They have escape rooms. They have, I don't know, this father and daughter painting room or something. That could be you and your daughter here painting and expressing.
What, like doing graffiti or something?
Yeah, just splashing paint around. I don't know.
Did we actually find something positive in this whole list?
Well, they kind of undersold this, you know?
Because it has all these things?
I don't even see the axe throwing in the Breaking Point.
You know what's funny is that the Breaking Point is being listed for axe throwing as the best axe throwing, even though you don't seem to see axe throwing. Do they offer axe throwing at the Breaking Point?
I've scrolled through so many pictures and I don't see a single axe.
Every time I've seen what venue?
Wait, they don't offer axe throwing at the Breaking Point?
I have not seen axe throwing at the Breaking Point. I think it's genuinely a smash room
and an escape room,
which
is going to be sad because for escape rooms, the Breaking Point didn't win. The Escape Game Austin is considered to be the best escape room.
Those are fun, Bobby. How many have you done?
Oh, escape rooms?
Yeah.
There was a time when my wife was way into taking the kids to the escape rooms. The one that's down on Red River or somewhere.
Yeah.
Okay, that's this one. This one's on Red River. Where is it on Red River?
But no, not this one. No, not this particular.
Bob,
but
do you think that's inside? Do you think that's inside? Do you remember the arcade thing?
Yeah.
I think these are called Shutterstock images. In fact, you see how it says at the bottom Shutterstock?
Yeah. Unfortunately, every time I've ever, like, in the back, like, I've gone to a couple of, like, I don't want to name the places, but they've got bowling alleys, and they've got pinball machines, and they've got
it sounds like a main event or something.
Yeah, every time and they've got the axe throwing. All I've ever seen are axes bouncing off of the wood, and then people jumping as the as the things start heading it back to their feet.
I got pretty good at it. I think I can do it. Did it one time on a date.
I feel like the wood's not soft enough or something. Like a tree is kind of semi.
I think the axe wears down. They need to sharpen them.
Throwing an axe into plywood is different than throwing, or MDF, different than throwing an axe into a tree that's kind of living and has some moisture in it.
It sounds like at least one person in this room is not very good at axe throwing.
This is what you always see.
That's the whole point. That's how you get your exercise in. Is doing that little dance.
You've got to hop over the
axe dance.
The axe that.
Well, and if the blade doesn't hit the board, it's not gonna. Yeah.
Like how can?
All right.
Released. You have to sign for that.
It's more of a rage room.
Rage room.
Breaking Point.
Rage in the cage.
Well, and then one of the last things here is theater.
Zach Theater, right?
Zach Paramount. I don't know. But according to the Killeen Daily Herald, the best theater in Austin is Terra Vista Strings, which I believe may be a musical group. But according to the Daily Herald,
those are string musicians you hire to go to a place.
Oh, like you hire for your wedding?
Yeah.
Nope, they're the best theater in Austin.
Excellent.
Somebody wake them up. Tell David Maynard, ATX bowling coach, to wake up Terra Vista Strings and let them know that they're a theater now.
I'm starting to feel bad because whoever did this...
Well, do we have a name? Can we credit the author, please?
Killeen can hear us. And...
Can they?
No, they can. I got some friends in Killeen.
Maybe the only... it may be the only listeners we have this week because I don't think Soldiers... is Fort Hood near Killeen? I don't think Soldiers get spring break.
And I feel bad that this writer was expecting nobody in Killeen to know what's going on in Austin.
Can I point something out? This writer is actually Stacker.com, part of the Blocks Digital Content Exchange.
It's smart not putting your name on it, buddy.
It looks to me like what happens is this is the same thing that we go through sometimes when they're like, hey, you guys want to use a... service? You guys want to use a service? You guys want to use a prep
Your jokes
service?
aren't very funny. Do you want a joke writing service?
Sometimes, folks, you may hear radio in this city and then go, this sounds familiar to a bit I heard in a city I was in yesterday. And that's because there are radio shows that purchase their show from a company that'll write a morning show, and you just kind of buy it. And then in the morning, you just kind of re-perform a show that's been made for you. And
there are names involved, though.
What names?
Right above that. Writing by Jamie Elkin and Kareem Noorani.
But is a part of a series using data automation across 251 metros.
That's a lot of disclaimers. Do you have to put all that stuff
You
on
do
there?
what you do when you've let AI take over your newspaper.
I feel bad that there's going to be some.
Really? You feel bad?
Well, for the Colleen people that read this, they're
But
like, honey, let's go to the string quartet.
Why does the Colleen Daily Herald exist? It's to sell ads to strippies, right?
I don't
That's
know.
a realtor there. That's not a.
Oh, okay.
She's very lovely, but I don't think that's. I don't think she's on the
Our apology
afternoon shift.
to Sweetwater's Realty, the hands-on real estate company.
Oh, go to their
Ooh.
opinion section. I want to see what they have opinions about. It's second to the end. That's obituaries. There we go. Want to know what kind of opinions.
Why does obituaries have their own?
Because a lot of people die in towns of that size of retirees.
Is it retirees?
Editorials. Sunshine Week focuses on open government and accountability. Opinion. Location a factor in several issues facing Killeen Council lately. Opinion. Killeen Council at crossroads over marijuana issue enforcing decorum.
I want to hear about the Strawberry Shortcake Gang.
Okay.
That's actually credited by.
That's the top news story. Return of the Strawberry Shortcake Gang. Last year, resident Michael Fornino, who has had multiple spats with council members, the mayor, and the Herald, told Herald photographer Walter Lanier that, "Get that camera out of my face." He then flailed his arms dramatically, shouting that he was being attacked.
Dang.
These are an all too common occurrence for journalists, and it's becoming increasingly more common. But after my experience last Tuesday, when several clearly upset people, two of whom are running for Killeen City Council, attempted to sabotage my ability to do my job, with one of them getting in my face and trying to take a picture, I realized something. This is not normal.
What does any of this have to do with the Strawberry Shortcake?
Can you imagine the people that are running for
there
city
it
council in Killeen? I think it's exactly how this guy's.
Last Tuesday, council candidate Cameron Cochran decided to do something very similar to me, apparently very upset that I tried to take a picture of him eating strawberry shortcake. In my previous column, I had described how another city council candidate was handing out strawberry shortcake.
What in the...
Yes, I've been attacked for taking pictures before by both extremes of the political spectrum, but never at a public meeting. That's unusual. He didn't touch me, but he did try to intimidate me by getting up in my face. That's something he has done to others on multiple occasions, I've observed.
So this guy's just going around trying to upset people by taking pictures of
He's
them?
just a journalist.
He's a
what are you talking
photojournalist.
about upset?
He's trying to say the purpose of journalism is to reflect light back on a community it covers.
And these people don't want to be seen eating strawberry shortcake.
Where are the pictures, though?
emasculating.
We didn't even post the pictures.
There might be some litigation going on. Who knows?
I appreciate the fact that people may not like me or what I do. I write articles about people for a living, after all. However, people, especially those in public office,
You're writing-
or vying to be in public office, need to understand that it's not my problem. Everything I do in the course of my job is protected by a law and is guaranteed by the Constitution.
But you're not writing. You're writing an article about yourself.
Now he is about the problems he's having, covering city council. Oh, why don't you take the side of
Wow,
the
bro,
Strawberry
who are you?
Shortcake Gang?
Bootlicking?
I guess we all know who Bob's. Bob, why don't you ride your Super 73 up to Killeen and join the Strawberry Shortcake Gang, Bob?
Mm-hmm. Storm the Capitol.
I've covered multiple protests. I've covered Occupy Wall Street.
Wow,
I've witnessed injustice.
Oh, I know what it is. He's got a 2,000 word minimum that he has to write.
This seems pretty sincere.
Because he's just going on and on and on.
You
and
don't
on.
think that he's just fed up with the fact that he lives in a city where people, this new thing is that the media is the enemy, especially the local media, which is literally their job is, hey, please go to city council Take a picture of anything interesting. Okay, they're handing out strawberry shortcake. That's more interesting than 8 guys sitting at a dais. At least something's happening.
Now show me some of your work, though. If you're going to go into this whole diatribe about your career as a
KDH
as
News.
a photojournalist, he goes on. How?
This is where the city council needs to step up now. The problem with a small number of malcontents behaving badly at meetings. He says, above all else, a meeting is a professional place where adults, not children, gather to discuss issues that have immediate relevance for residents of the largest city in Texas between Dallas and Austin.
It's quite an asterisk.
That is a huge asterisk. That also doesn't have a place called the Silos. Asterisk. The meetings have become a playground for people with apparently very little self-control to run amok and treat others like some kind of club.
Oh, we got full breaks, by the way, today.
Oh, I got to go, folks. Though I literally could read this for days, I think.
I'm really interested in that.
Strawberry short. But it's a gang of strawberry shortcake eaters?
That's just what they're called.
Bob, he's just calling them the strawberry shortcake
Anybody
gang.
who complains that he takes a picture of them.
No,
is it?
politicians.
What he's saying is, do you realize that in all these towns, the loopiest of the loopy-loos have run for office? And then they are taken over, and nobody's getting anything done.
The
have you not
lunatics run the
seen the
asylum.
videos coming out of, like, what are they called? School board meetings and stuff?
No. Yeah. Oh, yeah. People making long, grand speeches that are very violent and offensive.
Bob's still trying to figure out, well, strawberry shortcake wasn't there, was she?
What? I mean, are we going to get some strawberry shortcake?
I'll take it. Well, Pearl Jam is back to setting records.
I report the news. That's what I do.
It's Bob Fonseca's Rock and Roll News.
Yeah. A little jet lag. Rock and roll news for you. How you doing out there? It is Monday, and welcome to all you crazy kids out there. Coming in for South by Southwest, tearing it up.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah. I know what you're saying. Oh, man, we got to move to Austin. We got to move here. It's got to be this cool all the time. Having your slices of home slice pizza down there on South Congress. Hanging out, listening to rock and roll. Or whatever. I don't know what you're doing. I don't even know what South by Southwest looks like anymore. Do you, Chuy? Is it still going on? I don't even know.
Baby, we're here.
And the rodeo is in town, and we're just back from spring break, our one-day spring break. It's crazy time in Austin. Listen, I'm Rock's last great reporter, if you don't know, Bob Fonseca. I'm here through exclusive contract with KLBJ FM. And I bring the rock and roll news headlines to you every morning, so you don't look like a doofus when you go into the office. And especially after the Academy Oscar Awards last night and all that stuff. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, wait, my the Oscars were last night?
Yeah. Wait, catch up, Matt.
Come on, man.
It was Oscar time. Jimmy
John Cena was naked.
Well, don't jump the shark. I may have some Oscar stories, but Pearl Jam is setting the headline today. Dateline, Seattle, Washington. That's where they're from. And welcome to Austin, anybody. A lot of kids from Seattle probably walking around. Well, they're probably sleeping in.
Because they're sleepless.
Yeah, Sleepless in Seattle. I get that reference. Pearl Jam's new single, Dark Matter, is hitting #1 on Billboard's mainstream rock airplay chart. I didn't even know that Billboard still had a rock chart. How many actual...
It's just that one band. That's it.
Yeah, I mean, how many actual... It's not a Hot 100, is it?
I have to look it up. I don't know what the mainstream
There couldn't possibly be 100 rock records out, new rock records out right now.
Well, there absolutely can. I just don't know what mainstream rock chart is. I don't know what that is.
Every other charting is going to be King Wizard and the Gizzard Lizards.
Y'all need to check out LA's Rock 30.
I do.
Every Saturday night.
Heard right here on KLBJ FM. The title track from the band's upcoming album, which seems like it's been an upcoming album for the... Have I been talking about this record for the last 5 years? Mm-hmm. Is it ever coming out?
Eventually.
When? The title track from the band's upcoming album has also set a new Billboard record. prior to Dark Matter, Pearl Jam hadn't led mainstream rock airplay since 1998. 26 years and 2 weeks ago with Given to Fly, which I don't even remember that one
either.
Given the Fly.
Yeah, exactly.
Thank you.
Exactly, Chuy.
Yeah.
Another act that has gone that long in between number ones in the 43 year of the mainstream rock airplay is Kenny Wayne Shepherd.
Woo!
He ended his 20-year, 11-month drought on top of the chart in 2019 as a featured artist on Five Finger Death. All right, and just know that Pearl Jam has a new record coming out, and it's going to do very well, and all that. Blackberry Smoke, they lost their what?
I don't know. I think I got whiplash.
Well, it's here. It's the story under this one on my story machine. They plan to hit the road again, despite and I think that's they always say that he would, when someone in an organization dies, they always say, like they know, he'd want us to carry on.
How do you know that?
How do you know that? He might be very spiteful.
My husband might have wanted me to move on.
Yeah. They're returning to the road after the death of drummer Britt Turner. They shared a statement, say, brothers, sisters, as we navigate this time together.
Brothers and sisters.
We want to let you know that our upcoming shows, including, they already had these shows on the books, and they're not giving them up.
No, they're not.
No,
they're like,
right.
hey, I've just bought a Porsche that I'm paying off with this, and we have got to get back out there,
At
guys.
least one of these shows is going to be a fundraising campaign to support his family, so that's a good thing, and that may be why they're going. Let's not assume the worst. In the case of Blackberry Smoke, let's assume that they're out there doing good, trying to raise money.
I assume nothing when it comes to Blackberry Smoke.
I know. The 2024 Oscars happened last night. Hollywood's biggest night.
I need this Four Loko, this 4-hour energy, and can I get a pack of Blackberry Smokes from up there, please?
Sure.
Thank you.
You're 18, right?
Yeah, I'm 18.
What did I want to tell you? Oh, the big news, and I missed this. I actually stepped out of the room accidentally when this went down. But, Barbie got snubbed. Probably the biggest movie of last year, at least box office-wise. Didn't it do better at the BO than Oppenheimer did?
I think so.
Dollar-wise? But it seemed like it got snubbed.
It probably did. It was
Billie Eilish won for Best Song, I think, and she did a great job last night.
She always does.
Say
a great
what
job.
you will about
I'll say
her
everything
and that cute little Phineas guy, her brother. Mm-hmm. They really are. They got it dialed in. They've got it dialed. She won an Academy Award for the James Bond song, right, from the last James Bond movie, and now she's won for Barbie. So,
well, good for her, I guess.
Yeah. Slash and Wolfgang Van Halen join Ryan Gosling. Is it Brian Gosling or Ryan Gosling?
I just want to know. Oh, yeah.
Brian's pretty cool. He's the lesser-known brother.
No,
but
it's Ryan
He's
Gosling.
way more chill.
For a rousing rendition of I'm Just Ken at the 96th Academy Awards hosted by Jimmy Kimmel. The song from the hugely successful but not award-winning motion picture. Greta Gerwig wasn't even nominated for Best Director?
Well, yes, we all know that. We've all read those articles
That's
when they
crazy.
came out.
It was nominated for Best Original Song at the event. Producer Mark Ronson, who was part of the night's ensemble performance, wrote the song along with Andrew Wyatt, with Slash and Wolfie, each contributing guitar to the track.
That's cool, though, that for the Barbie movie that didn't get any awards, they did select the one song that featured all dudes to perform.
Finally, the patriarchy's back. In
About
alignment.
time.
Took forever.
Yeah. Guys, we're back.
That season lasted forever.
We're back. I don't think there were any female directors in the director category this year. At all.
Oh, well, maybe no females directed any movies.
Hey, this isn't Hollywood news. We got to leave that to someone else. This is rock and roll news.
You started it.
No, I didn't. No, I didn't. Anyway, the performance was the highlight of the ceremony.
Neglecting women. That's what I meant by you started the neglecting the women.
I was watching. Maybe I'll talk about in a different segment. I was watching CBS Sunday Morning, which I call CBS
Saturday night.
Old people Sunday morning.
It is kind of old people Sunday morning,
And they had
isn't
this
it?
big story about Jimmy Kimmel, how he spends 6 months with 21 writers writing 6,000 jokes for
And
the
that's
Academy
the funniest
Awards.
stuff they're coming up with?
And they all fell flat. He literally held up a document. It was like 12 reams of Office Depot paper.
That was the
And he goes,
Illuminati
we
contract?
write 6,000 jokes, me and 21 writers, over the course of 6 months before the Academy Awards. And that's what they came up with?
I guess so.
Who did he know
Matt
to get that
Bearden.
job?
Matt Bearden. You need to be writing jokes for the Academy Awards. You and that cute Sawyer Stull.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a good gig if you can get it. It actually pays.
Holy cow.
Writers
But
getting paid?
that's not rock and roll. Arcade Fire announces a new album. Are we all excited about that? I was way in the Arcade Fire, the first 3 albums. What happened to them?
You know, Colleen's paper recommended Arcade Fire
they
for
in
the
the-
arcades.
Yeah.
Are they
In their
now?
arcade section.
Now, see, that's funnier than any joke I heard last night.
Can you send it to Jimmy Kimmel?
I will. I will send it.
6,000 jokes?
At least 5 got to be funny.
They're releasing their 6th studio album this spring. The record is called We. Wasn't their last one called Us? It will be out on May 6th. The band recorded the project in multiple locations, including New Orleans, El Paso. Yeah, El Paso is where I want to. Really great. Do they have a good recording studio in El Paso?
I bet they do. El Paso is kind of big, right?
Yeah.
The first single, The Lightning 1-2, in Roman numerals, is available now on all major streaming platforms. I'll have to check that. I don't know. I think their first 2 albums were pretty good.
Okay.
But I don't know.
First 2 albums were pretty good. I don't think I've heard from them since. Are they still firing it up?
Bruce Springsteen and the E Street Band back on the road. They're not there yet, but starting the 19th in Phoenix, followed by an appearance in Las Vegas at the T-Mobile Arena on the 22nd. The first 2 shows back. Be interesting to see if he's lost a step or not. I may try to go up there on the 22nd.
Dang.
If I can, I'm gonna try to pull some strings.
You hitting Pizza Rock again?
I hit it
Man.
Saturday. I hit Pizza Rock Saturday afternoon. We went down to Fremont. Crazy down there.
Love
I'm
Fremont.
starting to enjoy downtown.
I might go in May.
I think the energy's better than on the Strip, Chuy.
It's
And have
definitely
you
a
been to
higher
the Circa?
energy. I never thought you'd be
The
a...
Circa's pretty nice. They got the best sports book I've ever seen in my life.
I'll go.
You want to go on the 22nd with me?
I got to save up.
You don't want to go.
Really?
You don't want to go. You don't have to go to the Springsteen show with me. You can
more
wait
plasma
outside.
donations, and I can head out there.
All right. Anyway, just wanted to let you know if you're interested. That tour is going to go on several dates in the United States. Then he goes off to Europe in the spring and summer. Then comes back to the United. I don't know how long you can keep it going, but he's got. It's time for Rock and Roll News Junior. I don't know why I'm yelling. Is it too soon to go to Rock and Roll News Junior, Matt?
I think it's right now feels like the perfect time.
All right. Well, they're already, here we are only in the beginning stages, mid stages of March, and people are already saying they know what the album of the year for this year is going to be. That's a pretty big flex to say that in March, but all of the pontificators of by the way, Rock and Roll News Junior, for you South by Southwesters that are in town that are enjoying rock and roll news, is for the kids out there on the way to the dropout zone right now, safely nestled into the back of Mom's Cybertruck. Hey, I got to talk about that.
Yeah, that's the thing. If you're here
we
in
gotta talk
town,
about
My invitation came in. It arrived.
Save it. 8 o'clock.
We can configure it together, guys.
Let's do that at 7:50.
I'm so excited. Anyway, this is the news for them. Keep them engaged, and I want them to start a garage band because they are the future of rock and roll. But stay in school, kids, for now, and read lots of books. But form a band and play a South by Southwest. You probably get in next year. What Ariana Grande is just making all the headlines. She was at the 96th annual Oscars. She was kind of strutting,
Home wrecking?
Yeah, home wrecking. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Huh? I think she got her eyes on Benny Blanco.
I
I'm
wish
just
she
saying.
would.
I'm not trying to
would.
start anything. But they're saying her latest album, Eternal Sunshine, which I haven't heard yet because I haven't got my free press copy yet.
It's probably in the
They got
mailbox
the wrong
somewhere.
address or
I
something.
don't know what's going
Let's
on.
check that funeral home over here. I bet they got a bunch
you
of
think
stuff.
my stuff is going over there?
Could
Or
be.
to Henna Chevrolet down the road? Because I was supposed to get a copy of that. Anyway, Eternal Sunshine has been... it's been making gold, man. Huh? Better Ariana Grande. She knows how to turn music into gold.
And
Remember that
turn
song?
married men into single men.
Anyway, they're saying this is going to be the album of the year. People are already trying to give it awards and things like that.
Is there any chance that maybe it doesn't end up, and that maybe this idea of it being the album of the year is coming from her press people?
No, it's coming from the Colleen Herald. The reason why it's so good is because she's adopted the Taylor Swift protocol for making albums, and that's putting breakup songs on it. How come no one else thought of this? The Beatles never put a breakup song on their records. There was always "I Love You."
Elvis made a whole hotel.
That's not a bad point.
Yeah.
Oh, she got a song on this album called "Thank You." Next.
I thought it was "and."
No, it's comma.
Because "Thank You Next" was
and "you" is the letter U.
Yeah, "Thank You Next" is
About 5 years
really
ago,
old
6 years
song.
ago.
Are you reading an album? Are you reading an article from 5 years ago?
Well, I'm reading like the first.
Did the Colleen Herald report
is that
this?
one on this? Is that not on this new album?
It's "and," I think. Something "and."
No,
with a
it
question
says
mark.
"Thank You, comma, next."
Well,
That's Billboard. That's according to the New York Times. The lying New York Times, apparently, Chuy.
We're just saying that "Thank You Next" is a really old song, isn't it?
I don't know.
2018, November 6th, 2018.
Well, there you go.
Is that when this article is from?
I think she did. It's her version. She's also adopting the Taylor Swift model of doing
just re-recording.
Yeah,
her
that's
own songs.
Ariana Grande's
Love
"Thank
it.
You
Brilliant.
Next."
Brilliant. Good move.
Ariana's version. God, you guys. You know what? You have no respect.
Just asking him a question, he gets really stabby, doesn't he?
Here's the problem. I have to read this on Billboard's website, okay? But I don't pay for it. And so I only get the first half a paragraph before
So
it
you
fades
just kinda-
into the subscription box.
So you just scope the little information you have into the story.
Yeah. But this is Rock and Roll News Junior. No 8-year-old was going to challenge me on that.
They stay in touch. They're all on their phones constantly.
Let me see what the breakup song is on that album now. Washington Post has a story too. WAPO. Anyway, I don't know. See, they mentioned this "Thank You Next" too in their article.
But that's one of her most popular songs from
Anyway.
6 years ago.
Yeah, no, I know. I was testing you guys, and you passed.
Right.
Matt,
okay.
You and Chuy both passed. I hate you guys so much. Elvis Costello's going out on tour, by the way, with Daryl Hall. I don't know what that's all about. I hope they're using Daryl Hall's sound man.
Is this
because Elvis Costello's sound man
Not the best.
blew beats?
Is this
on that.
still for Rock and Roll News Junior?
No, that just came across the wire just then.
Because I felt like it might be a little aged for the kids, the Elvis Costello.
Yeah. It's time for the Rock and Roll News Salute. I got some email while we were gone on our one-day spring break. I did get some mail and I know you guys have some shout-outs too, so I'll do mine first and then we'll shoot it around the room. BobsRockNews@gmail.com is the official address where you can send me not only stories, you can also do requests for shout-outs. You can just reach out to me. You can heap praise upon me. You can do what any and all of that stuff at bobsrocknews@gmail.com. That's not even a joke link. That's a real link. Hey, you guys. Love y'all. Love the show. I wrote you guys a few months back when I was looking for a new job. And, well, I was hired on at HEB! ! Well, congratulations. I was hired on at HEB. Anyway, my 40th birthday is tomorrow, so it might have already happened. It happened on Saturday, so we're going to do a retroactive birthday salute. She wants us to have a fabulous day. She loves the rock and roll news, and she wants a salute. This goes out to Aspen Perot.
I like that name.
And she wants us to know that she identifies as a female. I don't know any guys named Aspen, but I guess it's possible. I know a couple dancers named Aspen, though.
How's their Aspen?
Anyway, happy belated birthday to Aspen. You guys have a shout out too, Matt. You said
I want
you
to
had
give a
one?
shout out to the entire Sunday regulars crew at Buddy's Place on Burnett, the world's greatest road, for being exceptionally kind and gracious to my wife and I while we were on a date. They were all fantastic. Everybody's nice, polite, beautiful afternoon. Doors are open, breeze blowing through there, a little bit of pool.
Nice. I want to go there sometime.
Heck yeah.
Chewy.
I got everywhere I went, I saw somebody was a fan. So thank you. I think Eduardo at FC, and I went to Verdad. Bryce and his woman were out there.
Oh, wow. Look at you getting
looking
out.
beautiful and sexy. Big fan. So thank y'all both. Go ahead.
Thank you.
Mother.
Next.
Yeah.
All right, that's cool. See? Feels good to participate, does it? Instead of trying to
Player hate.
crap on my stories. Anyway, sing us out, Chewy. Oh, my God. South by Southwest is here in all its glory. The rodeo. Yeehaw! Yeehaw. It's a great time to be alive in Austin, Texas. The weather's going to be fantastic, though we may get some thunders. Hey, this isn't rock and roll weather. Well, we may have some weather events on the way. Listen, rock and roll saved my life. I know it can save yours, so come back and listen. We got 4 more rock and roll news this week. Come back and listen. Hey, I got to head to the
Go ahead.
lobby and wait for the limo. I'm going to feed the fish.
Check out the aquarium.
Yeah. See you guys.
Mornings with Matt and Bob are powered by Chuy, and it is a high award season, the Oscars last night. Of course, our show is up for Radio Personalities of the Year.
Oh, yeah. When's that coming
in the Alliance for Women in Media Awards. And then Travel Organization has just listed Hotel Sweat Sack as a finalist for Best Hotels Experience if you're one of 9 dudes coming to Austin and you have to sleep on a floor or a sofa. So congratulations to Hotel Sweat Sack, otherwise known as Chuy's one-bedroom apartment. You hosted like all your buddies in town this weekend.
It was 3 buddies.
Okay, 3 buddies in your one-bedroom apartment. Mm-hmm. And we found out at the end of last week that you had buddies coming to town. They're getting away from their wives.
Dudes weekend.
They're getting away from their kids.
Dudes.
And you were like, oh, we're going to get up every morning at 7 so we can go to breakfast and then go to second breakfast and then go to third breakfast and then go to lunch and go. Like, you really packed in a whole agenda's worth of items that you wanted your bros to do. Now, how did they respond to you keeping them busy all weekend and not letting them sit at any point?
It actually wasn't too crazy, but it is,
Well, was it too crazy? Does that mean that you removed some things from your agenda?
No, actually, I think everything stayed intact. We did remove Sandbox VR, but that was more because, we were spending a lot of money at restaurants and drinking and things like that.
You guys went out to Coda?
We went Coda. Well, Thursday night is when they got in, and someone's flight was delayed until like almost midnight because, I don't know, something was happening in Dallas. But I made homemade huevos rancheros breakfast because that's what one of my friends requested.
Okay.
And I obliged.
That sounds great.
Next morning, believe we got up Friday morning, went to play disc golf. All the dudes, which was fun.
Yeah.
And then we went to, I don't think we did much during the day. Then we went to go eat that night in Verdad.
Oh, I think you did at least an ounce during the day.
Yeah, probably. Honestly, I was the only one.
Don't put yourself down. You did plenty.
Yeah, and I was going to say, but last week you had yourself going all the way out to Coda, then all the way north, then all the way south again, then all the way north. You had all these things. What happened? Did you get high and go, oh, I don't want to do all these things with my bros anymore?
This was barely Friday, which also I stopped by Sinful Sweets. Check them out. It's a chocolatier. It's right up on Burnett, almost near the Army Navy store. And it's wild because it's like a luxury chocolatier that's making like these bonbons, homemade candy bars, cookies.
Huh?
And it was top tier.
I gotta say,
I ate them all.
Where's mine?
Where's
mine?
Bob, it's even better.
Where's my dark chocolate?
I noticed that the Matt and Bob account had been texting with the Sinful Sweets people about I need a certain amount of these special candies for my buds. And I kept thinking, Chuy's putting together a whole. He's going to have Sinful Sweets people come in here. We're going to interview them about what it's like to be, and we're going to have all these samples. And then I realized this weekend, he was getting candy together for his other friends.
But you know what?
Not
In
for
his
us.
defense, we've always encouraged him to use the platform to his advantage.
That's true.
We have, haven't we?
It's true.
So
did you inform Sinful Sweets they wouldn't be getting mentions on air?
That message I was wrong because I wanted to get gummy Venus de Milo's made for my Simpsons night, and it turns out she only does chocolatier. I thought it was just luxury dessert, but it was still amazing. I still had to stop by and say hello, and boy did I. Mm-hmm. It was Look, I don't think I could afford to feed all of us, fellas. I mean, it's tough out there.
How much did you? Oh my God,
who was that?
That was
some of the
Chuy.
bonbons.
That's
They had
Chuy.
a roasted corn bonbon.
Let it out.
How much did you end up spending on your weekend?
A lot. Well, here's the thing: is that since they're staying with me for free, a lot of them paid for. Got my.
Oh, wait! I just figured this out. You figured out a scam, which is invite your friends to town, go to all your favorite restaurants, and then they pay for it because
I think they figured out a scam. I don't have to pay $250 a night, and I just buy this guy a $25 meal. Let's see who's scamming.
You went somewhere and ate for 20. So when you go out with your friends for dinner, you eat less than you do when you go out with Bob and I for lunch.
I've never had more than $15 with y'all's meals.
Really? Mm-hmm. Really?
Because that's how much the menudo costs.
But did you go to any high-end place? Not high-end, but you go to any places?
Yeah, we went to Verdad Friday night.
But you only got $20 worth of food at Verdad?
Verdad, I went crazy. But that, I Venmo'd somebody for.
Maybe.
Because I had to have the lobster quesadilla.
Oh, you have to, yeah.
Which was incredible. Mm-hmm. Then Saturday morning, we went to NADC Burger. Got them a burger. They wanted to try that. And then we went to...
Did you take them for any good hamburgers while they were in town?
Yeah, we went to NADC twice. No, just once. And we went Austin FC.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I'm sorry. We went go-karting at Coda.
Okay.
Which was... I don't know if they gave me a bad cart or...
I don't think they care.
Maybe I'm pushing that 275 limit.
Right.
Because
that's
everybody
true.
was beat. Like, once the straightaway happened...
Yeah.
And I'm just like, all right, obviously I'm not moving as fast as everybody. But it was super fun. Coda's always, and it's not even that expensive to do a little race over there. Then we raced over to Austin FC, which was an amazing game.
Tie 2-2 against St. Louis, which is a pretty good squad.
Yeah.
Except the team was leading all the way into extra time.
I didn't read all the details. I just saw it was 2-2.
No. Austin FC had it wrapped up with a bow on top of it, and then allowed a score in 3 minutes of extra time.
And thank you to the other homie that helped provide some tickets too, a friend of mine. So you
didn't eat there though. I hope.
No.
I mean, the food's good. It's just it's pricey.
Because after that, it was a late night poker game.
Okay.
And we got,
pastrami sandwiches.
Did you guys ever get in trouble? Did anybody get arrested? Were there any?
No,
or
it
was
was just
this
a
a
dude's
calm?
weekend.
There's no struggle in this story.
I know. I could have made something up, but that's...
Nobody got a ticket.
Nobody got.
You didn't get a disturbing the peace or anything.
No wives called and were furious and said, "I'm tracking you, and I know you went to a strippy." Nothing.
No.
Just a calm, ordinary grown-ups weekend.
Yeah, it was really fun. Y'all need to do a dude's weekend if y'all have friends.
I don't.
We don't.
All right. Well, I get it. I get it.
I don't.
Well, there you go.
I understand why.
You got any bow to put on this story for us?
All in all, check on your friends.
Shouts out.
Even if you're an old adult male that's married with kids, you need the dude weekend, and I think it should be mandatory at least once a year that the dude weekend occurs.
But I've got one dude friend in Scottsdale, and he's a newer friend. I've only known him for like 4 or 5 years. I don't have any. I got nowhere to go.
So you guys got to think about what you're doing that makes you not keep friends.
I don't have friends in other places.
Oh, I got friends.
So it's easy. If they're all here,
yeah, that's really
then
easy.
we're like, we don't have to travel.
At my place.
So.
Lean in now for some
Damn, boy, he's thick. Boy, that's a thick-ass boy.
thick headlines.
It is 8 o'clock and time for the Austin area important headlines. We had a fairly warm winter, which means a lot of algae has stuck around. The city says it's seeing a lot of green algae growing in the creeks, ponds, lakes around the city. If you remember back in 2019, we lost several area dogs because of blue-green algae blooms, which can sicken and kill animals. Experts say you should treat all algae as though it could be dangerous because you are not an expert. You're not there with a testing kit, and you don't know exactly what's happening. Most of this is green algae, but they said you should treat all algae as though it's bad algae. Stuff could be hiding in there. The hotter months are ahead of us, and like I just said, we did not have a particularly cold winter, which means a lot of stuff has stuck around and could make it harder. I mean, it could make it easy for these big blooms to happen this year.
Yeah.
Austin has not yet had to close lakes to recreation due to harmful algae, but city animals said that if you or your pet come in contact with algae, you should rinse your skin or your animal's fur, or your fur if you happen to be a hairy person.
That's helpful. That's good knowledge.
There you go. See, that's what I do. I go out and I look for helpful knowledge.
I'm just going to avoid all that. I'm not going to.
I was just having this discussion with my wife on the plane the other day. I was like, you know what? I don't know how we got into the topic of. I don't think I ever. Oh, I think we were talking about beaches. I'm a beach person in my house, but my kids aren't beach people, so we don't really know where to go on summer vacations because we have different. But I was like, I don't think I ever want to be in a natural body of water ever again. I know you took a plunge into that quarry water in Mexico, right?
Yeah, then I was sick
you were sick for
weeks
2
after,
weeks.
Yeah.
But that could have been the street goat taco you had too, but we don't know.
No, it was clearly.
But I told her, I don't even think I ever want to be in a natural body of water again.
There
like
you
an
go.
Ocean or a lake.
I think I'm with you.
Well, but an ocean has all that salinity. It kills all the human turds that we're dumping in there.
I don't know, but then you got last time I was in Tampa, they have the red. What do they call that? The red tide. They call it the red tide.
Yeah,
that's ocean water.
That's good for you.
That's good for you.
Well, it just turns out that algae aren't great for us. So you're never getting in a natural body of water again?
I don't think not. I mean, I will maybe up to my knees, but not up to, where there's any orifice at all.
Here's some more news about our city.
You hang to your knees?
Last week, we announced the 3 finalists for the Austin city manager position. We haven't had technically haven't had a city manager in 2 years now.
It shows.
And if you really count it, it may actually be a decade since we've had a city manager, depending on who you talk to.
Is this
and
guy
how
who
people
chooses
feel
the
about
ACL lineup?
This is who chooses ACL. It's also who chooses.
We need a new one.
They choose which roads to shut down during all the marathons.
Oh,
right?
good.
So they came out last week and they said, here are our big 3 finalists. And everybody was like, ooh, unfortunately, one of those finalists has withdrawn their own name from consideration with no explanation.
Was he the guy that was badmouthed? Was that?
No, that was another guy before.
No.
This is Kansas City manager Brian Platt, and he said on a statement Sunday afternoon that he has withdrawn his name from consideration, which is generally... It doesn't really make a whole lot of sense.
That's a lot of
that means the offer
somebody's
wasn't
asked
suitable.
him. Yeah, somebody asked him, "Can you?" We found out something. I don't know. The remaining candidates would be Sarah Hensley, who's the Denton city manager,
I don't think Denton's got the same problems Austin.
and the former Dallas city manager, T.C. Broadnax.
Okay, Dallas, that sounds around our speed.
Yeah, who doesn't want somebody who was kicked out of their job at Dallas?
Man.
Yeah, doesn't that, we have to know why they're.
Watson said, expect there to be a new city manager by April 2nd.
2026.
I think you hire.
Did they have a year?
It's not like there's anything going on in the city we would need a manager for.
Traffic, things like that.
There's not. It's not like we have had an ongoing dispute between the police department and the city, and that they're working with no contract. It's not like we've had people calling 911 and nobody's answering. It's not like there's billions of people moving here and taxes have run amok and
roads are
It's not like there's
inadequate.
people. But it's not like bodies keep showing up in the lake.
I'm fine with us hiring HEB to manage the whole damn city or something. I think they would
do
kill
a good
it.
job at everything.
What happened with Mayor H.E. Buddy? Who feels? I feel
Please.
good about that.
You can't hate him or throw arrows at him. It's HE Buddy.
Plus, anytime you're like, I need something to fill this pothole, he just reaches in the top of his head there and is like, oh, here you go. Use this tinfoil.
Boom.
There you go. Hey, everybody. I'm Mayor H.E. Buddy.
HEB or just a random Chick-fil-A manager.
What
think
if
would
we
do
could
it.
start paying for our property taxes with H.E. bucks? Buddy bucks.
Boy. Prices would go down.
It'd be really nice, wouldn't it? Mm-hmm. Congratulations to New Braunfels. Remember, it is the high award season, and New Braunfels has just won Destination of the Year in the 2024 Texas Travel Awards.
Better them than us.
Now, you know how the big bright lights come out and the red carpet rolls out for the Texas Travel Awards. These are huge awards.
Huge.
People come from all over the world to witness the Texas Travel Awards.
What musical artist is?
Whatever's on the radio at the time, Bob. The Texas Travel Awards highlight the, are you ready? Most exciting, innovative, and inviting places around the state. And this year, they awarded an award to New Braunfels as Destination of the Year.
They still got Schlitterbahn?
2024. Don't forget to get your photo taken at the Eight Sages Dolly Cottage as the most Instagrammable spot in a big market.
How far is the Green Hall from there?
Of course, the best community event in a big market is the Through the Chute boat race there in beautiful downtown New Braunfels.
They still got that smokehouse, a good place to eat.
Yeah.
I always like that. I always like it when a place tells you it's a good place to eat.
How would I know?
It's no secret.
And don't be afraid to stop off and do a little shopping in the Green Historic District.
Man, just try to find
Congratulations,
parking.
New Braunfels.
Yeah. Way to go. You did it.
I'm going this year.
I don't know why the Texas Travel Awards decided to overlook Thomas Dambo's Troll, which has begun taking shape as it's slowly being constructed in Pease Park. Now, you may have heard about this. It's being built with private funds, so don't complain about it. There's a celebration for the Troll's completion later at the end of this week. It's currently being built, and man, people will come from all over to see this guy who from like Norway that we have flown over here to build a troll in Pease Park.
Build a troll?
Yeah. He's
What does that
building a
mean?
giant troll.
Trolley? Did they misspell it?
No, troll. He's building a giant
statue?
wooden statue of a troll.
With the hair that
From
goes
the
up?
movie Trolls?
Trolls are very popular in Nordic countries, and so why shouldn't they be popular here, Bob?
Is that their Santa Claus or something?
Bob, this is a very practical use of people's time.
I'd rather have a totem or something.
Those are cool.
Those are cool.
But Bob, people are going to come from all around to see the troll hiding out in the woods here. This is a popular artist in Norge.
All right.
Did they have to buy the land or the parcel of land? Like, how do they...
This is part of the Pease Park Conservancy.
This is why we need a city manager. Clearly. They're just trolls.
I'll do it. I'll do it.
Can you imagine you're going cruising, trying to get your DS'd by a stranger in Pease Park, the way the city used to be,
The way the Lord intended.
and now you look
Good
up,
old days.
and there's a damn troll standing over you, and that's got to be scary. How am I supposed to have anonymous sex in a park
I don't know anything
if
about
I've
this
got
troll.
trolls staring at
I think
me?
we're being
I'm
trolled.
going to put a
with
hole
this-
in that troll.
We're being trolled with this story. I haven't heard anything about some troll being built on Lamar Boulevard.
I don't think they're going to email everybody and say, hey, y'all, we're building this troll.
And it's a statue?
I think you just wake up and there's a troll.
We've been talking about it for 6 months in here during the news. You need to start listening during the big headlines. We've been talking about the Peace Park troll coming. People were really mad, but then it turned out all the money were private funds, so they couldn't be mad. And then they still wanted to be mad. And then it was kind of weird because it's like, why are you mad about something that's costing you no money and doesn't affect your life whatsoever?
How do we know it's not one of them Trojan trolls?
But I can guarantee you, my wife is the kind of person who will have me and my family lined up to go see the troll next week.
Probably fortnightly.
Yeah. Anyway, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. That's everything you need to know about the Austin area. Those are the headlines for today.
Dang.
And all that stuff.
Dang.
Are you able to pull up a spot? Because I can't even see anything over here.
Oh, wait. You can't see what?
I'm waiting for you to hit the stack.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I can't see much either because of all these.
Oh, that's a cool looking troll.
Bob?
It looks more like a Buddha, though.
What color
Bob,
is it?
the troll story's over. You're not allowed to talk about it.
It doesn't even have a beard.
Bob, that's not the troll. That's another troll.
They just put hair on
Stevie Ray. Coming to Peace Park.
That's one of the other trolls he's built, Bob. Bob, the story's over. You don't get to be a part of the story after the story happened. If you wanted to be a part of it, you could have participated when we were doing it.
Mm-hmm. Let's all go see the troll.
This segment brought to you by Give Me the VIN.
Don't believe me, believe the Better Business Bureau. 5 stars for GiveMeTheVin.com. The rest of them are 1 stars. America's best car buyer, GiveMeTheVin.com.
Sell us your car. GiveMeTheVin.com. So easy you can do it in your underwear.
Oh, yes, okay. I love what you've done with the place.
Thanks, my guy.
Yeah.
I still got to show you the 3rd floor.
Okay, send me on up.
That's where the action happens, man. Now, Sarah calls this the panic room.
The panic room? Okay, well, I didn't know that you were a doomsday prepper.
Oh, no, I'm not. It's just where I watch my football games.
Right. Oh, snap. Who's playing?
Wait. No. Did he get picked? No way.
Yeah. Oof.
Yo, what are you doing? Get him.
Oh, my.
Are you seeing this?
Yep, I'm seeing it, yeah.
Oh, please, somebody tackle him. He's running to the end. Oh,
okay.
No. Oh,
wow.
I can't breathe.
Oh, boy.
I can't breathe.
Where's Sarah? Sarah!
AT&T Fiber with All-Fi covers your whole house, even your aptly named panic room. Get AT&T Fiber with All-Fi and live like a gagillionaire.
Limited availability. Coverage requires AT&T Wi-Fi extenders at additional charge.
Without the ones like you, who work tirelessly to keep things running, everything would suddenly stop. Hospitals, factories, schools, and power plants, they all depend on you. No matter the weather, emergency, or time of day, you're the ones who get it done. At Grainger, we're here for you with professional-grade industrial supplies. Count on real-time product availability and fast delivery. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
The choices you make on the road really make a difference.
Yeah. Truck drivers always know the best way.
Yes, sir.
And where to find the fuel that helps keep our engines cleaner.
Synergy diesel-efficient fuel from Exxon and Mobil stations helps us get better mileage.
Yeah. It's diesel built different. Terminal advertised with more benefits right from the pump. So you have fewer stops for maintenance and less downtime.
Yep.
That's the fuel that really makes a difference.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Learn more and find a station at Exxon.com. Compared to diesel without detergent additives. Results may vary.
Get ready, because Scott's is taking over Daylight Saving Time. It's such a big event that we're calling it Day-Long Saving Time. And now it's got real savings. In fact, it's the biggest deals of the year. Audacious? Absolutely. So don't wait. Stock up early and you'll be able to save up to $20 on Scott's Triple Action and Easy Seed products today at the Home Depot, Lowe's, or Ace Hardware. Offers available March 7th through 20th at select U.S. stores while supplies last. Selection varies by location. See store for exact offers.
It's time to place your bets. The Wild Riders of MotoGP return to Circuit of the Americas in Austin. It's the World Championship of Motorcycle Racing, featuring Mission King of the Baggers. 3 days of non-stop racing action, demo rides, hundreds of interactive displays, mouth-watering Texas barbecue, cycle corrals, amusement rides, and more. MotoGP Red Bull Grand Prix of the Americas, April 12th through the 14th. Get tickets now at thecircuit.com.
It's the #1 preferred gentlemen's club in all of Texas. Palazzo.
Your premier location for world-class entertainment and those famous tantalizing Palazzo girls. When it's time to unwind, it's time for Palazzo Happy Hour. 7 days a week from 5 till 8 with $4 domestic beers and $5 you call it. Mondays and Wednesdays, lunch through dinner, the 5-star Palazzo kitchen features a sizzling steak, fries, and salad for just $8.99. Wow, only $8.99 for a tender, juicy steak and sides. And don't miss Super Spin Tuesdays with $99 bottles open to close.
Palazzo.
Lunch has never looked this tantalizing. Get to Palazzo the first Friday of every month for First Friday Free, featuring a free prime rib lunch with all the fixins absolutely free from noon to 3. First Friday Free happens the first Friday of every month for a limited time.
Palazzo, no strings attached.
Mark your calendar today.
Here we go now, gonna save that money.
At Elder Mitsubishi, we are the dealer for the people. And that means if you bring home $400 per week, you could be approved for up to $25,000 in credit. $25,000. Plus, you can get $4,500 in dealer bonus cash with every new vehicle purchase.
We gonna go right now. Yeah, gotta go.
You'll also get Elder for life, our 30-year, 300,000-mile powertrain warranty, plus 2 years scheduled maintenance at no charge. That includes oil changes, tire rotations, and more.
Oh, we are the dealer for the people.
Shop Elder Mitsubishi, 910 South Bell Boulevard in Cedar Park. ElderMitsubishi.com.
We are the dealer for the people.
With approved credit, some restrictions may apply. See dealer for details.
It's L.A. Lloyd, a resident of Austin since 1995, and through the years I've had several vehicles, but one thing that hasn't changed, and that's where I go for service. AMCO. They are the largest transmission repair business in the world, but the best thing is that they're locally owned and operated, so you get the best of both worlds. So if a light comes on, if your vehicle just doesn't feel right, take it to Alan and his guys. From tune-ups to transmissions, AMCO will diagnose it right and fix it for less. And cold weather may not happen every day, but you should have that vehicle in top shape when it arrives. If you feel your transmission slipping or grinding, call Alan and his guys at AMCO. Whatever the problem is, the initial check is always free. And with AMCO's payment plan options, it's easier than ever to fix it fast and pay it off slow. There are 6 area AMCOs to serve you from Round Rock to San Marcos. So log on to AMCOGreaterAustin.com to find the one nearest you. AMCO, that's AAMCO. Transmissions, hybrids, and a whole lot more.
Well, this segment brought to you by TxDOT. Texas roads are big enough to share. Drivers, do your part to help make sure everyone arrives home safely. Stay alert. Stop for pedestrians at crosswalks. Yield when turning. And watch your speed. Be safe. Drive smart. A message from TxDOT.
Sorry, TxDOT, to speak over you. I didn't mean to. It's finally happened, ladies and gentlemen. We've been waiting years, and I mean literally, I think 4 or 5 years for the next segment. That's right. It's a segment that is maybe half a decade in the making, and it's finally upon us. 2 minutes away, in fact. Prepare yourselves. We'll be preparing our computers. We're getting ready to build something with our friend, Bob Fonseca. Here we go, ladies and gents. I'm excited. Bob?
Yeah.
What big news did you receive over the weekend?
Well, I didn't receive. Here's the deal. Yeah, I know where you're going because I let you guys know, and I thought you'd be happy. I'm trying to find the date. I'm trying to find the original email. There was a time, many years ago, I put my $100 down for the Cybertruck, right?
Yeah.
It was like 4 years ago. And, had a number and all that, registration number and all that. And then they started coming out of the factory a couple months ago. Oh, here it is. Okay, let me open that up. And so, me, I was checking every day, remember? I was checking my email. And about halfway through the month, last month, I was like, I just stopped checking my email. Kind of forgot about it. Well, an email came through. I was going through some old email. And on February 13th, there was a message from Tesla that I had missed somehow. I don't know how. I'm so good with email. You guys know that. I don't know how I missed this message. Your limited edition Foundation Series Cybertruck is ready to order.
Let's do it.
As of February 13th. I don't even know if
it happened all the way back in February and you missed it?
Yeah.
Bob, you've
Like
been
a month
talking
ago.
about this nonstop.
I know. I didn't see it in my account. I'm not.
You
That's
don't
my
check
fault.
Any of your emails?
Yeah, I do. But it's listen.
I mean, if we send you email, you don't respond to us. I have.
Well,
I
first of all, there's never any good news.
I constantly deal with salespeople and managers who come down here and go, "Hey, I've been writing Bob. If you know if he's mad at me or whatever?" And I go, "Oh, he just doesn't check his email."
I want you to be easy on me, all right? I've already been shamed by my wife this weekend.
For what? Oh, did you take your pants off?
Can I tell you a quick story?
Of course you can.
Is it a Vegas story?
And that way, I hope by telling you this story, you'll take it easy on me on the Cybertruck thing.
Sounds like it might just
We're going to sit here.
Give us more ammunition.
We're going to build it together.
Okay.
All right?
Yeah.
And then I'm going to hit order.
All right. Keep an eye on the clock.
How? Where we're going to?
Well, I don't know. You might. I mean, I don't know how long this.
So we're in a cab, right?
Take.
Saturday night. We're in a cab,
like an actual yellow cab.
Yeah, that's what you use in Vegas.
In Vegas,
Uber's
you
not
got it's easier.
Uber's
Just
not
cabs
in
are just
Vegas.
easier. You get in the taxi line, and
Old smoker that knows everywhere, the alleyways and stuff.
And it was at night. It was like 8 or 9 o'clock, and I can't remember where we were going, but we were in a cab on the way to. We're going to. Where the hell are we going? We're going to Caesars for dinner.
Okay. Ooh.
Oh, for salads?
Salads.
No. That's where Nobu is. No Nobu?
We passed Nobu. Unfortunately, we went. That would have been a good play.
That would have been the best play.
Anyway, we were meeting Tom and Kelly there and their family. Well, we're in the cab with Tom and Kelly, my neighbors. And then.
Wait, you were going to meet the people there that you were already in the car with?
No, meet her family for dinner.
Well, this story's already complicated.
They had like 6 family members from Cleveland that were there and all that. So we're going to have our big group dinner. And so anyway, we're in the cab and we're passing all these celebrity restaurants like Giada and all these Gordon Ramsay, Hell's Kitchen, all these places. And I don't know, we were just having a conversation in the back of the cab about diners, drive-ins, and dives, which I was in an episode of.
And we absolutely love.
Yeah. And the cab driver, he kind of turns kind of like 3/4 to the back where I was. He goes, are you a celebrity?
To you?
Yeah, because I was talking about diners, drive-ins, and dives, right? Mm-hmm. Now, before my mouth just parted about like that much to kind of respond to that question. I wasn't sure how I was going to respond, but my wife beat me to the punch. She did not skip a beat when she went, "Oh no!"
Wow.
He's no celebrity.
Nowhere near it.
I'm like looking at her like, seriously?
I mean,
this guy's not like.
I feel like the guy answered the question by asking the question. If you have to say, "Are you a celebrity?" I feel like that you've already taken away your celebrity status.
Do you think your own wife should just like without? I swear to God, dude, you could have measured the time in milliseconds. Oh no, the way she said it. It made it sound my friends uncomfortable that we were with.
It sounded like she wants a celebrity for a husband, but she doesn't have one.
I mean, remember her previous boyfriend was in a well-known rock band.
A celebrity.
Yeah, an actual celebrity. And for some reason, she bounced out of celebrity lifestyle because I think she thought, well, I think what I would rather have instead of being a jet-setting celebrity lifestyle is I would rather have something calm, quiet, collected, even keeled, and so I'll hook up with Bob instead.
My point being is that I don't. I'm an everyman. I don't consider myself.
Is that why you're wearing this rope chain? Is that you want to seem more like a celebrity, so you're putting some bling on?
Well, I feel like I got to do something because it's not that I wanted to be recognized, even though I do have an IMDb of about 16 items in it.
Damn.
Okay. I don't walk around thinking, but I'm just like, that's my wife. Like, at least make the cab driver feel good. Maybe he will get a good feeling. You don't have to go, oh no.
Well, the cab driver.
Stop the cab. He's definitely not a celebrity. And then I shot her a look like, and I gave her the exasperation hands, like what the hell? And she goes, oh, well, he's kind of a local celebrity. And to which the guy was like, oh, now he went back to driving.
Yeah, they know me at the Chuy.
And then we got out, and I was like, seriously? You just couldn't give me that? You had to take that away from not only me, but from him?
Mm-hmm. Were you wearing the rope chain at the time? You should have told the guy you were in the NBA.
Or a rapper.
Yeah.
It's not that thick. It's what, 1 mil,
Is that
2
what
millimeter? That's what
ladies.
But you understand, Matt. I know your wife doesn't give you any glory or even when the opportunity arises, she's like, oh, yeah, he's not that funny. I've heard her say it.
Well, I will say that spouses aren't. I had a great weekend. It was what do you call that? Reunion weekend? Mm-hmm. What is it when you have a reunion from your marriage? Anniversary. That's what it was. Our anniversary weekend. We got along swimmingly. So right now I got nothing but positives to say. She said it
so loud and so fast that it was like, you're supposed to be the biggest supporter. And what difference does it make if you tell a little lie to a cab driver we don't even know, who's really not even interested? He just wants to have a story to tell somebody back at the taxi shack.
I think
it's just so loud and just like.
I think it's your partner's job to humble you. That's why behind every great man, there's a woman telling him, yes.
Hey, Carl, guess who I had in the cab this evening?
Who was it?
Guy's in the Texas Radio Hall of Fame.
No way.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
All right, let's order this truck that I'm not going to get.
Goes by the name of Robert Foncella.
Man.
All right, start designing.
Hey,
can you airplay it up there? Can you airdrop it?
Yeah.
Hey, guess who I had in the cabinet this evening?
Who?
And guy's gonna waste $100,000 on a pickup.
No way.
Yeah,
I want
sure
it.
did.
I don't even know what all attachments or things.
And be kind. I don't want them to take this away from me because I haven't
Ladies and gentlemen,
decided yet.
Non-celebrity Bob Fonseca will now order. While
do you think
listen,
that's right to do?
What's right? To order this Cybertruck? No, I think it's a terrible move. I think it's a ridiculous move for you to make.
For a spouse to go. I mean, what if the situations were reversed? And I'm like, oh no, she's not a vice president.
Well, no,
she's
but
not
I don't
CEO.
think. I'm sure she wouldn't have been talking loudly in a cab going, the time I was on diners, drive-ins, and whatever.
That one time.
I think you kind of
I was also on an episode of Street Eats.
See, were you saying that kind of stuff? Were you trying to get the cab driver to think you were somebody?
Having a private conversation with some
loudly
friends.
In a cab?
Oh, no.
Oh, no. Did you hear about Mitch McConnell's billionaire sister-in-law? She backed into a pond in the truck.
In the Cybertruck?
And drowned because the glass is too strong to break.
Wait, is that true?
Yeah, it just came out yesterday.
Well, thank you. That was a nice story that should uplift everybody this morning.
Anyway, what are you getting on your truck?
All right, I'm eligible.
If I were you, I'd get the breakable glass.
Get the breakable glass windows.
Or get the waterproof seals, something.
We're starting at, limited edition foundation series. I'm eligible.
What does that mean, foundation series?
That's the original. The first one's off the line.
Yeah.
They have a special branding. They have special etchings on
Now, this is the truck that was originally at the day you put down the money, they said, we're going to come out with these trucks, and how much are they going to cost, did he say? What was the original price?
40 or 50, I think.
Around $40,000 or $50,000. Now, what is the base price right now currently?
For the foundation, I'm going to be at $96,390.
That's if you don't add anything to it, right?
And they can get it to me by April. This is tempting. If I only had that kind of dough, right?
Yeah.
Dual motor, 318-mile range estimate, 340 range with all-season tires.
How many miles to the nearest pond?
It only has 112 top speed.
Only?
Oh.
11,000.
Here comes Bob, everybody.
Look out.
Beep, beep.
Is that a celebrity in that truck?
I think it is. I think that's a celebrity.
No. Oh, no.
Hey, everybody, move aside. Electric celebrity coming through. Now, why would you get... Look, you can get that thing. What's that?
That's the site. I'm also eligible to get the Cyber Beast.
Why wouldn't you order that at $117,000?
Well, that you can't get that won't be delivered till late 2024. They're not building them out yet. That has 845 horsepower.
How soon will you get the other one?
130. I could get it by next. I could have it in a couple weeks.
Really?
Yeah.
Do that one.
Yeah. Do you know what would the financing be? Let's see. I think I could put $3,000 down.
If you do,
what would the
financing? You do a 6-year plan, divide that up, man.
It would be like $2,000 a month.
I think you could.
You want me to find it out?
Let's say I just happen to have $5,000.
You're getting this truck. Don't act like you're not going to get it. This has to happen.
No. Number one, I can't. I told my wife I can't drive a Cybertruck to work.
Why not?
Why not?
Because that's a flex I don't want to.
In the place where bullets fly, you don't want to drive in a bulletproof vehicle? Come on.
I can't drive a Cybertruck
as soon as I see the purchase
people
button,
are making $3 an hour.
I'm hitting it.
No.
What's the current interest rate going for a car these days?
8%.
8%? Okay, I'll put
Is
that
it?
in.
No,
I mean, I think I can do better with my credit.
He's cynical.
How much down payment are you going to put down? $3,000?
Let's just say 5.
Let's say 4%.
Let's say we could do 5. I don't know where I would get it right now, but I could do it.
I'll loan you.
I'd have to sell something off.
I'll take you to the plasma plant.
You're looking at payments of $2,231 a month.
That's okay.
You got that. You're a celebrity.
That is not a lot. That's not a lot.
What are you talking about? That's not a lot.
It's not a lot.
Hey, are you the kind of guy that could afford $2,200 a month for a car payment? Oh, no.
What do you...
Oh, no. He can't. I'll tell you right now,
I shot her a look, dude. I shot her a look, and then she backed off, and she's like, well, he was, he's been on the radio in Austin for 30 years. And, I'm like,
and no one knows his name.
And I go,
still.
Is today my anniversary, by the way? Is today my 32nd anniversary?
How would we know that?
It's on the refrigerator.
They put the date?
Alex.
I eat before I come in here. That's why I never check the fridge.
Will you go look on the refrigerator?
Find out when his anniversary is on there.
See when my anniversary date is so we can all celebrate.
But it's on the front of the... Don't look inside the refrigerator for the date.
No, it's a piece of paper that they put on the freezer door that has birthdays and anniversaries.
Where they put your report cards still. I peel out and then like this.
Oh, no, it's not his anniversary. I mean, we made up afterwards.
So you don't actually get to design this truck. You just have to buy.
Well, there's only one available. There's only the foundation.
You don't
series.
get to say, oh, here are the rims I want. Here are the interior. You just get one thing. That's it.
Right now,
that's.
But I mean,
weird.
I could wrap it.
I'll split
at
this
an
with
additional
you.
cost.
I'll split the truck with you.
What?
3/16/1992.
All right, so the 16th, we're big party in here.
Big party. Start planning.
The beginning of my 33rd year here.
Google Moving Marvin and see if he's still. We want to book him.
Here's the good news.
The beginning of my 33rd year here.
You don't have to do any work because that's on Saturday. So,
all right, so Friday the 5th.
No. That's not your anniversary.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. Friday's that. Is Friday your anniversary? Oh, no.
You don't want to take a call about the Tesla
Isn't she
truck,
supposed
do
to be
you?
my
Of
biggest
course she
cheer?
does.
Isn't she supposed to be my biggest cheerleader?
I don't think so. I don't know if that's how it works. They need to talk you out of some
Will you
dumb
figure
things.
out what the tax is? Well, I don't know what are autos taxed at in Texas?
I think like 3 something, right?
3%?
I think so.
I mean, what's that with tax?
I'm going to call my mom.
I'm at 110 with tax.
I wouldn't worry about it.
That's the least. Don't even worry.
Don't even worry about it.
Who cares about that?
Imagine. Here's the thing.
Don't you get a tax?
It's worth it for how cool you're going to look driving around the city.
I want it bad. I mean, don't get me wrong. I want
People will see you. They'll see the sunlight glistening off your rope chain, and they'll go, "Is that cool, Bob? Is that celebrity? Is that Austin celebrity cool, Bob?
Who is that? Who is that guy?
I recognize him from diners, drive-ins, and dives.
Guys, I've already had the piss taken out of me by my wife. Now, don't do it to me.
Was that guy on an episode of Street Eats?
I need you guys right now. Don't forget Iron Resurrection.
He was also on an episode of Iron Resurrection where they showed him a real cool car, and he said, "No, I can't afford it," and left.
And that was a fraction of what this one cost.
First person ever on Iron Resurrection to not actually take delivery of the vehicle.
Where's that?
I'd hang your hat on that.
I'm gonna let it hang.
That's right. You were the first guy who ever looked,
I'm gonna let Alex
fiscally responsible, which is what Iron Resurrection's all about.
Absolutely.
Making good choices.
Yes or no?
Yes or
Should
no?
I do it?
Do what? I need to hear the question.
Buy
again.
the Cybertruck.
Buy the Cybertruck.
It's finally here. I can finally get it. They've invited me into the club.
I'm
going to have to believe me. I'm going to have to.
The answer is. You know what it is. Tell him.
I don't know. Weigh your options for other trucks.
That's not the point. It's not a contest.
Figure it out. I don't know. I'm not good with these kind of financial decisions.
Well, do you like the Cybertruck? Do you think it's interesting? Would you like to take a ride of it when Bob's comes in?
It slightly reminds me of this is bringing up Simpsons again, but you remember when they had Homer design a car?
Yeah, his brother.
Yeah.
Herb.
It for some reason it reminds me of that. It also reminds me of PS1 games.
Come on.
We just do. Okay, let's do a little theater, okay?
Oh.
Okay, I'm going to ask you the question again.
Oh, dear.
And I just want you to go, "Oh, no."
Oh.
Alex, should I get the Cybertruck?
Oh, no.
Didn't do it with the verb that my wife did it in the taxi.
It's tough to recreate
There are
that.
options, Matt.
Because she had
I can get the option where I can get the thing that it can charge my house. I could run my house.
It can
off
charge
of
your
it.
house?
Yeah.
Wait, you can charge your house off of your truck?
Come
you
on.
can run. You can run outlets.
Come on, man. Why are you even?
Yeah, who does it? That seems practical.
It's called Power Share Home Backup.
When Texas power goes down again, inevitably, you have this.
I like the wheels that are already on there. There's a few options that you can do.
Well, if we're building it, we're building it. Stop doing this thing where you're like, "Oh, there's some." Don't tell the people that. The whole point, you said, "Do you want to build this on air?" I said, "Yes." And now you're like, "Well, no, never mind."
I'll never say the price. And
I don't think full self-drive is included either.
What will help
Hey,
you out with the
Bob,
down
do you
payment?
want to do the bit that we plan to do here in this segment?
FSD is
Oh, no.
Oh, no. Let's talk to Mr. Armstrong while Bob gets his...
Yeah, Bob, you're forgetting about your first Tesla. It needs to be your wife's truck, and you just drive it all the time and say, "I'm driving my wife's
Your wife
truck."
can afford this truck.
What's really funny is recently Bob came to my house in a Tesla I had never seen. And I go, "Bob," he came walking up to my house. It's he and his wife with what I thought was a brand new Tesla. I go, "Bob, you got a brand new car?" And he goes, "Oh, no. That's my wife's Tesla." He says, "That's my wife's Tesla." And I said, "Bob, all these years you've been driving a Tesla and saying it's your wife's Tesla." And he goes,
I got the hand-me-down one.
I'll take a hand-me-down Bentley. They're all the same, especially Tesla. I don't think they...
Hey, Bob.
Thank you.
Is that your Tesla?
Oh, no.
You better get this truck, man. Don't act like you're not going to. Let's start building it. I want to see what colors, and then everybody chooses the same one. There's no colors. It's the same one.
I'd have to take it to Austin Auto Finishes and get it wrapped.
Have you seen how tiny people look at it?
There's the first plug.
Have you seen one driving around and how tiny the people look?
It's growing on me, and honestly, if you made it a different color,
dude, we would have so much fun road tripping in that.
I would take a road trip. Let's go all the way to Vegas.
Stopping every 300 miles.
I don't mind.
I mean, we gotta eat. I gotta pee.
Gotta pee.
How long does it take to charge one of these things up?
Not very long.
Really?
Yeah.
5 minutes?
Yeah. No, about maybe 20.
You got Wi-Fi?
I'm at a charging station about 20. Yeah, it's got Wi-Fi and all that.
Yeah, I'm going to bring my Xbox on the trip.
Yeah. You can play on one of the screens, I think. I don't know.
Damn.
I don't know.
You have to get this. Let's build it. Let's build it right now.
I did. I'm pretty much.
It's the thing. This whole bit of let's build it on air. It turns out you just dial in, you click one thing, and that's it. You go, okay, I'll take it.
Here are your options, like in and out or something. You only
that's it.
All of it.
Can you get it delivered animal style? That would be impressive. Grilled mustard and lettuce.
The only thing that I could add, it looks like, is a range extender to get 470 plus mile. That's pretty.
That's the battery that takes up the bed.
That's it could be. I'm not sure. Dylan would know. My son Dylan would know. He doesn't even know I got this invitation. He'd freak out.
Yeah.
What am I doing?
He better say yes.
Mornings with Matt and Bob presents Nods to the Odds.
We're getting into the odd stories around the internet. I want to remind you that the KLBJ South by Southwest 2024 lineup is live now at KLBJFM.com. Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday of this week from noon to 5. Every day at Come and Take It Live on Riverside. Ample free parking. We have a free day party going on. That's right. Free day party. Ample free parking. And I know some of you go, but I'm at work from noon to 5. Yeah, but you're in a company truck and your boss doesn't know where you are.
Right. Turn the tracking off or whatever.
And come and just
turn your
say
phone
that
off.
you were having lunch there and come hang out. Down a cold one. Watch a little rock and roll with us.
Yes, sir.
Whole gang will be out there. This story was sent to me no less than 1 billion times over the weekend.
Oh, the UFO?
A man in Green Bay with a one-of-a-kind first name was taken into custody after an alleged disturbance on the city's east side. According to a criminal complaint obtained by Local 5, 42-year-old D's Nuts Kroll was arrested following an incident involving a gun.
Come on.
That's right. Officers were sent to the 900 block of East Walnut Drive for a reported disturbance, and when officers got to the scene, 2 people were brought to a squad car and placed in the back. Additionally, officers took Kroll into custody. He was standing outside with no shirt on because if your name is D's Nuts, why would you ever wear a shirt? The complaint says that Kroll appeared to be highly intoxicated. Of course he is. Do you think he was sober and when he went down to the courthouse and changed his name legally to D's Nuts? But he did follow officers' commands. They asked him to produce his Wisconsin ID card. He did. And on the ID card, right there, in all of its legal glory, his name, D's-Nuts Lee Kroll. D's Nuts Lee Kroll is his name.
Leave him in jail. What?
Yeah.
What is that? What? I mean, where does that name originate from? I guess.
I think from D's Nuts. What do you mean? Where does it originate from?
Is it literally D's Nuts, or is it supposed to be a name?
His name is spelled DEEZ-NUTS. He clearly is a guy that legally changed his name to D's Nuts.
Okay.
He had to have. He's too old. He's 28 years old, so this hadn't caught on yet. There's no way his parents just named him D's Nuts. I'm sure he thought this will be hilarious. He's a drunkard. And that way when people go, hey, what's your name? He goes, D's Nuts. And then he gets to go, no, that's my real name.
That's pretty good.
2 people said they were arguing with Kroll over the phone around 8 o'clock. About 2 hours later, they showed up to Kroll's house. Kroll opened the door and punched him in the face with a fist. This led to a physical altercation, which usually happens when someone named D's Nuts wearing no shirt punches you in the face.
Sure.
He's been charged with battery and disorderly conduct and the use of a dangerous weapon. Anyway, there you go. D's Nuts. You got your stories, people.
I'd be nervous when I got to go at the judge, and then he's got to be like, these nuts? Please rise for these nuts?
Right. And he's going to go, and the judge is going to go, hey, man, let me ask you a question. Do you think, is this how you want to go through life? Do you think that you're going to be doing anything other than standing in front of a judge for the rest of your life, going through? Will you think it's funny that you change your name to D's Nuts?
We sentenced D's Nuts to probation, life without parole.
I forgot to hit this.
Mornings with Matt and Bob presents Nods to the Odd.
This is a pretty brilliant move. You know, a lot of people say, I want to be an actor, but it can be hard to land work as an actor, right?
Right.
A lot of people who want to be actors,
go to
auditions and
you
what
have an agent,
don't have a lot of control over your career.
publicist.
And then for a lot of, for every celebrity actor, out there are literally thousands out there that are waiting tables and just trying to make it. For the last 12 years, a professional actor named Lou has been making a quality living with the same role every single day.
Is he one of those that dresses up like Spider-Man outside of New York?
No. He dresses as a beggar, as a poor beggar, and hangs out at the Shanghai Garden scenic area in China's Henan province. And for 12 years, he covers his face with dirt, sad puppy eyes, modest clothing. He has perfected the art of getting tourists to dig deep in their pockets and help a poor guy out. Only he's not actually poor. He's earning just under $10,000 a month. Plus, people hand him food. So all day long, he eats. Is he poor? No, he has a house. He does quite well for himself. He says that this is an acting role. He is acting as a homeless beggar. And then people provide him with money.
Is he doing it? Oh, okay. It's kind of method acting?
Yeah.
Some people say he is happier than me. I'm the actual beggar. I want to quit my job and become a beggar. Lou said, hey, actually, please don't come to Shanghai Garden and try their luck as a beggar. They would have a hard time competing with him. He says that he's so well rehearsed that nobody can be a better beggar than he can be.
Really?
The best in the business.
This guy should go on tour. You know what I mean? Go to tourist areas all around the world acting as a beggar.
I think it's more common than we think.
Oh, do you?
Yeah. Maybe not 50%, but
I think it's very common.
30?
Remember, there was somebody who called here once and said, please don't give money to this one dude. I know who he is. And he pretends to... He pretends to be a soldier, and he's not. And I know him because I went to high school with him.
Weren't there rumors that Leslie lived in a house, or did people give him places to live or whatever?
I don't know.
Majority of the frogs that they have a taste for come from wild populations in Indonesia, Turkey, and Albania. But it turns out that the particular kind of frog that the French love are actually... Their existence is now threatened because they're eating so many of these frogs and enjoying the legs. So, 500 environmental campaigners have sent a letter to the French president, Emmanuel Macron. Emmanuel Macron. And they've said, hey, please, we're eating too many frogs' legs and we may lose frogs altogether. According to the letter, recent studies have found that the common species such as the crab-eating frog and the rice-field frog are in decline due to an intense commercial harvest and export for too many years now. That's right. Though frog populations native to the EU are protected against commercial exploitation, it turns out that in other places they're not protected, and the natural frog populations could decline. It's absurd. The natural frog populations here in Europe are protected. But the EU still tolerates the collection of millions of frogs from other countries. This is not at all in line with the EU's recent biodiversity strategy. The signatories called on France to develop proposals to protect declining frog species and to ensure that the monitoring, regulation, and sustainability of the trade of frogs' legs is governed by international trade rules. They also said, hey, it's not going to help the French get called frogs less if we're the people who make all the frogs go extinct. Because we can't stop eating their legs.
Are they that good?
I don't know. I've never had...
Supplement another foot or leg?
I have no interest
If Bob got frog's legs, he would eat them like he eats chicken wings. He would take one bite out of the middle and go, that was delicious, and then set them down.
Oh, it's my day, isn't it?
It's not your day.
Oh, no.
It's my day.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if you haven't seen frogs in your neighborhood lately, you can thank the French and their ravenous hungers.
Mornings with Matt and Bob presents Nods to the Odd.
It's time for the final Nod of the Odd story, ladies and gentlemen. And this one deals with Sheldon Johnson, who was recently in Austin, Texas.
Hi, Sheldon.
That's right. In fact, last month he appeared on the Joe Rogan Experience. If you're not familiar with the Joe Rogan Experience, it's a podcast that's recorded
popular.
right here in Austin, Texas by a gentleman named Joe Rogan. His last name is not Experience. His name is Joe Rogan. Experience is the name of the podcast.
Like Jimi Hendrix.
Experience. He's a former convict. Not Joe Rogan. Sheldon Johnson is a former convict. He became a criminal justice reform advocate.
I'm cool with that.
Yeah, he's basically saying, look, I spent a lot of time in prison. While I was in prison, I learned to become a new person. In February, he appeared on the Joe Rogan Experience podcast. He talked about how he had turned his life around. He said, one thing I learned really, really quickly when I got to prison was that prison does two things to you. It brings out the best or it brings out the worst. And he had said that we needed to reform the way that we lock people up. He's a member of an organization in Queens. He began working for the Queens Defender's Office as a client advocate. And he wants people to, A, treat ex-cons differently, and B, he thinks that we need to reform the way we do lock people up, which I can get behind. He's in the news this week because on Tuesday, New York police arrived at his house where they found body parts in his freezer.
Old habits, old jail habits.
It really is.
What are you going to do?
The victim is identified as Colin Small, who's now identified as Colin even smaller. They went to his apartment and they found just a torso.
Oh, the French got there?
Yeah.
Got the legs?
The suspect, Sheldon Johnson, was arrested Thursday and charged with murder, manslaughter, weapon possession, concealment of a human corpse, criminal contempt, and others charges. He was arraigned Thursday. He said he's not guilty. Officer, I don't know how that head, arms, and legs got in my freezer that came from Colin Small's body. That's anyone's guess. I've never even been to Colin Small's apartment. Well, one of the issues they have is that it turns out that they have him in multiple costumes going in and out of Colin Small's apartment over the last 3 days.
Oh, man.
Johnson previously spent 25 years in prison for attempted murder. He was a high-ranking member of the Bloods gang.
So he wasn't reformed, or he was reformed and
Are they
then
trying
went back?
to pin something on him? Police officials said a neighbor reported hearing someone crying out, no, I have a family, and then hearing 2 gunshots. And then over the next 2 days, seeing a man in different disguises walking in and out of the apartment carrying bags, cleaning supplies. So this guy, after 2 days, decided to call the police. Yeah, it seems suspicious. I mean, I heard the gunshots, then it was silent. Then I saw a guy going in and out of the apartment. So did you think to call us after day 1? No. I just wanted to make sure. After day 2, it really started to seem suspicious.
Man, the next time he's on Rogan, I'm going to watch that one.
Mm-hmm.
I can't wait to hear what he's got to say about that.
Here's the thing. How do you find time to dismember a body plus do a cold plunge and take creatine? There's a lot going on in this guy's day.
When you're fueled up by NADC burgers, you can do anything.
I guess you can.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, Alpha Brain really works, doesn't it?
It really does. The mushroom
kept
one?
this guy going
Alpha
like
Brain.
crazy. The medical examiner will determine Small's cause of death. Just a guess. But I think it could have something to do with the entry and exit gunshot wounds or the dismemberment and the freezing of his body.
I was going to say maybe the freezing is with the final.
I think that's what it could. That's the final nail in the coffin, so to speak.
Yeah.
I say natural causes.
I feel like when they find your torso in one apartment and your legs, arms, and head across town, I think that's the cause of death.
Yeah,
Body
separation
not together.
anxiety.
Yes. Exactly.
Where are my arms? Nervous.
Anyway, congratulations. There we go. Long. We didn't miss any spots there, did we?
I don't.
I thought you were doing something that started with an R.
We got to float a renegade at some point here.
Yeah.
Maybe we should talk about that right now.
I know.
Spent a lot of
So
time
we
looking at
talked about
rims.
my truck.
Yeah.
Which I'm not sure, what's going to happen.
Give us 60 seconds. We're going to tell you about
But what
Renegade.
about your truck? That's the story of the year, not my silly.
Well, my truck is looking good. It's running quite well, but I spent all weekend really digging down into rims, and I'm going to reach out to Jim finally, even though you were supposed to help me do it last week and you didn't, Bob, which I think is kind of weird that you led me to water but refused to help me drink. It's time for
you
me to
can't
finally
tell
get the rims,
man.
the tires,
you can't tell another man what rims
suspension
to get.
system.
That's on you, bro.
If you need anything for your truck or automobile, they can help you over there at Renegade Truck.
You need bed caps, tonneau covers, bed covers, any kind of performance gear for your Jeep, your truck, your
I'm not
Bronco.
kidding you. I showed my wife what I want to do, and she goes, I don't know.
Oh, but at least she didn't go,
oh no. But she definitely kind of took a little wind out of my sails, but I guess that's what wives are for.
I think so, to keep us humble.
RenegadeTruck.net.
No, they want you to go for it. They won't keep you humble. The guys at Renegade, go for it.
They're like, go for it,
Full
dude.
meal deal. Get those LED lights. Get that winch on there. Get those new bumpers, those rims, those in window tint and all that stuff that they do.
Check out the gallery and start getting some ideas. Then go by there in person. Tell them we sent you and tell them we said hello. It's RenegadeTruck.net.
It's on.
Now. It was the anniversary weekend for my wife and I.
Oh, congratulations, by the way. I'm sorry I should have sent over a bottle of something, for you guys.
Well, on Friday, for our anniversary, I started by doing how you start every anniversary. We weren't here in the office. You had gone to Las Vegas.
Yep.
Chuy had some buddies in town. So I ended up with a little extra morning off, and I did what anyone would do for their anniversary.
Breakfast in bed?
I was not in bed, but I did go to breakfast. But just not with my wife. I went with Sawyer Stull.
Oh, boy.
Well, my wife had to go to work, and I was like, I'm not going to not enjoy my day off just because you got to work on our anniversary. It's not my fault.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm proud to say, ladies and gentlemen, for the first time ever in my life, I am finally an American. I'm finally a true American.
Because you ate at Denny's or something?
Even better.
Oh.
I went to a breakfast establishment that America is known for that I had never actually stepped foot in after all of these years.
No, that's international.
And it turns out that there's one literally a stone's throw from my house, which I never knew. But Sawyer Stull invited me to meet him at Waffle House. And I got to say, my compliments to the chef, who I could see because he's standing right there at the Waffle House.
Now, you went in the morning.
Yes, I did.
So do you have to help them put the chairs and the tables
Here's the thing.
back in place from the night before?
They had already gotten everything organized.
Okay.
By the time I got there, I guess it had all been cleaned up. Maybe because Thursday wasn't too busy. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I sat down and I was like, I can't wait. And it turns out I love Waffle House because, one, there's not a whole lot of stuff that you could. It's not like a bunch of stuff. They're just like, hey.
It doesn't have that international flair.
Either you can have a waffle with eggs
has.
or you can have a waffle with no eggs. What will it be? It's kind of simple.
No varieties of syrup?
No varieties of syrup.
Just maple. Good old maple.
So, question for you, Bob. You're asking these questions. Have you ever been to a Waffle House?
I don't have that level of. There's too much fear involved. I don't know.
I have been to a place called Pancake House.
I may have been to a Pancake House.
I have been to IHOP.
Mm-hmm.
No,
I've been
the
to a
Pancake
Cracker
House
Barrel.
I went to was not even in this city.
Oh.
Been to a Cracker Barrel once.
I've been to a place called Pancake Village growing up. I went to a place called The Waffle Place, but I had never been to an actual yellow and black branded Waffle House.
I thought it was just for long distance truckers. I didn't think it was for regular folk. Anybody can go into a Waffle House?
Anybody can. And it turns out...
I don't have to be driving a rig.
You can even go in there sober, because I did.
I don't have to be eastbound and down.
Yeah. Chuy, you ever been to a Waffle House?
I actually have never been to a Waffle House.
I'll go right now if you want.
So what's the deal? It turns out that a lot of people have never been to a Waffle House.
Well, around
but
here...
But everybody talks about Waffle House like they've been there a billion times.
Around here, we've only had one that was tucked away on 290, and as a kid, we don't get all the way out here.
Wait, we had the one. We had the one down there by the airport. Did that one close?
I don't know where that is. Maybe.
That was the first one, the one out by the airport. Then there's one on 290.
The one by the airport's the one I know. There's one in Round Rock, apparently. You went to the one near the airport.
I did not. I went to the one on 290 out toward Manor.
I'll give it a shot. But I imagine IHOP's got to be better, all right?
I'm sorry?
Well, yeah.
I imagine IHOP's
What did you just say then?
Better.
Why do you have to assume that IHOP is better?
Because it looks tastier. And the menu is a little more...
What does that mean?
Extensive.
Okay, first of all, I'm going to tell you something right now. You're not going to get a breakfast hash brown bowl at IHOP, are you?
Yeah. Yes, I can.
Here's what I ordered. I ordered the All-Star Special. 2 eggs, toast, and jelly. Hash browns, a waffle, sausage. That's how I went with it.
I'm looking at it right now.
All of that for $11.60.
Damn.
Damn,
it's ridiculously cheap. It was free, next to free. Turns out, and I was like, well, this is ridiculous. I'm not going to order all this food because I can't eat all this food. And Sawyer pointed out it's the cheapest way to go. Just order all of it so you can try everything, and it's $11. Sounds like you got a good point. Ate the entire damn thing, and then I felt like a big fat pig afterward.
Waffle House, baby. I bet it's good.
It was good. It was fine.
How's their coffee?
I love all breakfast. I don't care what it is.
Well, are we going there then right after the show?
I got to fast today.
Why you got to fast today?
Because yesterday...
Just eat fast.
I made biscuits with chorizo gravy in the morning.
Okay. That's healthy.
And then went to Lynn.
What do we do with all this chorizo grease? Add some flour to it.
And then some milk. And then put the meat back in. Poured over some biscuits.
Sounds delicious.
It was amazing. It's my favorite thing now. And then I went to Lynn Dim Sum, and boy, we put a dent in there. Soup dumplings.
Did you have some?
And then their pecan shrimp. So
Did you have some?
I'm full. I can't. I'm gonna fast today.
No, we're going to get the All-Star Special.
I'll get it.
I can't.
Bob, you want to go with me for the All-Star
that
Special?
sounds delicious.
It's actually quite nice.
Bob has room to spare because he ate one slice at Pizza Rock.
I'm officially an American. I'm very happy to be a true American now. I've eaten at which means I've now done the triumvirate. I've had Denny's, I've had IHOP, I've had Waffle House, which are the 3 biggest chains for breakfast,
That's
aren't
the
they?
Rushmore.
That is the
What did Sawyer order?
He got the All-Star Special as well.
Oh, good move. But did he get it with the white toast, the raisin toast, the wheat toast, the biscuit,
here's
Texas
the thing.
toast?
Some of the stuff
How do you not go Texas toast?
Some of the stuff that they offer you online is not available apparently in all Waffle Houses. I'm just going to let you know that right now that some of the stuff, when I looked up online, I had one order in my mind, and when I got there, they were like, yeah, we don't. That highfalutin stuff.
And that's that giant plate-sized waffle that you get?
Yeah, dude.
I get the sampler at IHOP.
Can we split?
No, I'm not. If I go with you, I'm not going to split. There's actual real men eating an IHOP, and I'm not going to go with you if you're going to pull up on your Super 73 and say, "Can I split a waffle? Can I have half a waffle, please?"
I don't think I need all that food.
Then don't eat it.
Wait, did you get it with grits?
No, I didn't. I got it with hash browns.
Yeah, definitely go hash browns.
Grits are delicious, and I had a really hard time making up my mind between the two, but I went hash browns.
Their hash browns look really good.
Well, guess what? They are, especially when you eat them.
I'll take Jim's any day.
Can you do me a favor?
Yeah.
Can you fill us in on what's happening with the with Miami Beach?
Yes. Oh man, this is so great, and it's spring break week.
Speaking of spring break week and South by Southwest week, while he's pulling that story up, I got to remind you that KLBJ is having its South by Southwest Day Party this Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday at Come and Take It Live on Riverside Drive. Guess what? They did this just for Bob Fonseca. There is ample free parking.
I'm going this year.
Oh, man, that's the main reason to go.
The day show is free. There'll be drink specials happening. Pop on by from noon to 5 each of those days. Noon to 5, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday of this week. Go ahead and make an appointment for you to, sneak out of work early, take off, whatever you got to do. Come hang and party.
Thank you. I'm looking forward to it. This is South by.
You going to go?
Yeah, you going?
Isn't there a Waffle House down on Riverside?
Yes. And one on Cesar Chavez. That's got to be one of the most famous.
A Waffle House?
I'm sorry.
That's IHOP.
I thought you said IHOP. Maybe I'm just dreaming of IHOP. Yes, I wanted to talk about a story about Miami Beach, which we know is a popular place to go for spring break. For
perhaps you remember Miami from the Will Smith song.
That's when we were all informed.
Bienvenidos a Miami.
I was barely informed then. So, but Miami Beach has definitely issued.
Real quick, Bob, do you know what Bienvenidos a Miami means?
Mm-hmm.
What does it mean?
It means happy birthday, Miami.
That's right. That is right.
And Miami Beach is going to be breaking up with spring break, I suppose.
Really?
And some new rules are being enforced. So.
Okay.
Talk.
This isn't working anymore.
And it's not us. It's you. We just want different things.
Our idea of a good time is relaxing on the beach.
Hitting up a spa.
Or checking out a new restaurant.
You just want to get drunk in public and ignore laws.
Do you even remember what happened last March? That was our breaking point, so we're breaking up with you.
And don't try to apologize and come crawling back. This isn't safe, so we're done.
And just so you know, we're serious.
This March, you can expect things like curfews, bag checks, and restricted beach access, DUI checkpoints, $100 parking, and strong police enforcement for drug possession and violence.
Whatever it takes, because it's time to move on.
Maybe we can talk when you're done with your spring break phase, but until then.
Well, they're not saying no. They're just saying you got to jump through more hurdles.
I mean, it's
to
a
do
different. It's going to be a different.
Why don't they just say no?
I guess
because you can't.
But you're doing away with the one thing that it was about, which is like drinking.
Wait, you're saying that the one thing Miami Beach was about was spring break?
I mean,
I feel like Miami Beach is one of the few places that can afford to do this. Like Padre needs spring break. They need it. Economically, they need it.
Yeah, well, I was going to...
Even though they don't like it and none of the residents enjoy it, they know that they need that week because it's a big dose of... 2 weeks because it's a big dose of money. And I think that Daytona Beach realizes they can really benefit from spring break. But Miami, year-round, is some of the richest people in the entire world go there.
Really?
But...
What do you mean, really?
I mean, I know there's at least a couple of hotels in Miami. Are they down with this campaign too? Is the Fontainebleau? Are they down? They got a lot of rooms to fill.
I don't think these partiers were ever really staying at many of the hotels, especially on Miami Beach. I think they were just coming in from surrounding areas.
So you're saying the rich people are doing this to keep the riffraff out? Is that what you're saying?
Who makes all the laws? What are you talking about?
I know, I understand that. But
if poor people were making the laws, then there would have been some consequences after the Wall Street debacle years ago, right?
So they're gating the community there at Miami Beach.
I just love the look of and it's a familiar look. What? The look of disgust on that young lady. She's a good actress.
Yeah.
No,
she's good. I want to see her again.
Hated, I think.
Well, here's what's weird.
She's like, we're taking it back.
When you saw that actress, you know she was popping that ass last year on the boardwalk.
Y'all
you looked at her and I was like, all right,
I want to see that again.
I know she was partying there last year, but when they said, hey, do you want $750 to be in an ad? She was like, okay, that's fine, that's cool.
Right. So what are all these businesses going to do with their bottom line?
I don't know.
Like this is the month they make their, pardon the expression, but they make their nut.
I've never been to Miami Beach. Part of me wanted to go. Just
Miami
of all
Beach
of
proper is incredibly expensive. It's insanely shishi. It's like a South Congress or a Domain opened up a beach.
How much it is to go on.
And so I don't think that they're going to be affected at all because I don't know how many of these partiers and revelers, these rapscallions,
these hooligans,
these hoodlums,
these
ne'er-do-wells.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how much they were contributing. I think that was just a party.
Well, no more. But they're not saying no. They're just giving you more hurdles.
Yeah.
They're saying you're not welcome here.
Because I think it's un-American to say you're American and you can't go to this
Has
American
Miami
city.
Beach thought about doing with their beach what like some stop and rob purveyors here in the city are doing with the transients and homeless? Could they put up speakers all along the beach and then just play classical music? Would that chase away the young revelers?
They weren't playing classical music, though. Weren't they playing some bad rock track like Creed or something?
Yeah, it was something.
Well, like I said, classical music.
Classical music.
I don't know. I don't know how. I mean, I guess it's the nicest beach in the country.
Ad again.
Is that our nicest beach?
I want to see her.
I wouldn't go that far.
I want to see the acting.
Because I don't understand why that became the spring break spot.
I think that there are spring break spots everywhere. And I think anytime one reaches peak, then the worried old people always clutch their pearls and then say this is canceled. Spring break down in South Padre used to be much bigger. But years ago, they got together and started making it harder and harder to have the big giant parties that were popping off down there.
Yeah.
Because of the same thing. They were like, this is just too crazy.
No more.
It takes 2 hours to get onto the island. It's insane.
Yeah, that's her. But, I mean, I don't know. Where are we going to go for spring break now?
She doesn't look too upset.
Here's the thing.
Now, she's upset.
Miami Beach is saying we don't want any spring breakers, right? But Padre Island, they've only said no to fat chicks. I remember clearly.
You just saw that on a shirt.
Yeah,
that's not
I clearly
official.
remember spring break 1992, no fat chicks. I remember that from the shirt, and I'm thinking that was that an official law for South Padre?
I don't know if that is an actual legislation that passed.
Chewy, you've seen that look before, haven't you?
No.
That look of disgust.
Most women were sad to break up with me. They weren't angry. But I mean, again, I guess people are going to go out there. There's going to be a ton of DUIs, and everyone's going to get into some trouble. I don't think everybody.
Congratulations. So no different than Austin on any night.
But I mean, I'm sure a lot of the people that go there for spring break probably won't even be informed of some of this stuff.
That is also very true.
Oh, they'll go down there not knowing that they're going to have to pay $100 for parking,
or there's DUI checkpoints.
How mad would Bob be if he and his wife went to Miami and he had to pay $100 for parking? Mr. Ample Free Parking, would he lose his mind if he had to pay $100 to park his car?
And do they check? How do they know if you're a local or not?
I think it's going to be more chaos.
Driver's license, but
because everyone's going to be drinking, not knowing there's DUI checkpoints. And what happens to people in a line for a DUI checkpoint when they're a little buzzed?
They turn around.
I'm going to do something stupid to get out of this.
Just leave the car.
I don't want to pay the $3,000.
I think they've always had DUI checkpoints. I think they're advertising a lot of this because they want to scare away people. I think that's what this is. They're just trying to scare away. They're trying to minimize. If they can go from 100,000 people to 90,000 people, they feel they've done their job.
And they're just not spending enough money down there to want the tourism? I don't know.
Is this making you angry?
No, I mean, part of me
I feel like it's un-American.
Wants to go.
I mean,
do you feel like it's directed at you?
I've never been to Miami Beach, nor do I really plan to.
That's why I don't think it's directed at you.
I've
because
been once.
You're not known for traveling, really.
Mm-mm. Not to beaches, at least. I have no desire to go to a beach. So
really,
yeah.
You're anti-beach too. Why is everybody anti-beach?
You don't want to go stand in the shark's mouth down at Rockport and take a picture?
That's fun. Buy a shark tooth necklace, but I don't want to
You don't want to pose with some parrots for $20?
First off, sand sucks.
That's
Number
true.
two,
sand ruins everything.
It does.
Water
it gets in cameras. It gets in phones. The
water's salty, and a bunch of mysterious animals are in there. And
some you can't even
amoebas.
see. Yeah, amoebas.
Yeah, real
microscopic.
Sexy. Real sexy.
Yeah. Who wants to swim with water that burns your eyes?
I don't know. I just.
Well, I'm glad Miami's taking a stand then.
Me too.
We're breaking up with you.
Where are we spring breaking? I don't know where the GOAT spring break spot is either.
Oh, I think we should spring break where, if you can read this, the bitch fell off. Sorry, just going to go with all the spring break T-shirts I've ever seen in my life. Drunk 1, drunk 2.
I don't know. I think Mexico's the spot. You ain't going to get arrested there.
Mornings with Matt and Bob. We're powered by Chuy. We're going to talk to Big Al, our intern, just a second.
Happy spring break, everybody. Happy
Bob, you were trying to make a good point to Chuy,
weren't you and I are hungry, and Chuy was saying, and you want to go back to the Waffle House, and I get it. That is an American value play, if there ever was one. But Chuy said he's fasting today because I guess he tore it up, with his friends over the weekend.
And so we have to suffer now?
I just wanted to let him know that studies have shown that fasting on a Monday is a very bad thing to do.
Terrible idea.
Because you got your whole rest of your week that you're going to need to power through.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so by not having those calories and not having that energy source, the beginning of the week can if you want to set a good tone for the week.
Yeah, that's right. A proper tone.
You
do the right thing, and that is you get lunch
put fuel
with your buddies
in your
on
body.
Monday. Yeah.
You've got to put gas in your car. I got to put electricity in mine. Otherwise, what's going to happen? You're going to run out of gas, right?
Right.
And you don't want that midweek, so it's very important. And this studies have shown. I don't have them right in front of me, but
I think it's the best time to fast because none of the good places are open.
Tuesday is the best day to fast.
Explain that.
Because it's Tuesday. What are you going to do on a Tuesday?
Tuesday?
The best days to fast are Saturday and Sunday because those are days when we couldn't get together to have lunch.
So my life revolves all around y'all's lunches.
Thank you. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. We worked it out.
Worked
it out. It's all worked out here.
Matt doesn't even eat.
What do you
Bob
mean?
says he eats and then eats a pepperoni. I'm like, what's the point of us even going out? You ate a pepperoni.
I don't even eat?
Off the top of a pizza.
Yeah, off a pizza. Says, I'm done.
I'm saying when we go, you're trying to call me less of a man. You're saying when we go out, I don't eat?
All right, what if from now on, when we go out to eat, we order for you? So you don't over-order. That's just you're going to accept that we
order for you.
We order for you.
I order for my son when I go places. Why don't I order for you?
That way you don't go that second, you don't get that bowl and menudo.
But I've seen what y'all order. I'm the king of the order.
Yeah, but I'm saying we know how to control portions.
When we go in, let's ask, first of all, can we get a kids menu?
Right.
Which colors do you want? It usually only comes 2 colors to a pack. Don't bitch and moan if you get red and blue. Don't bitch and moan. I want a green and yellow.
Oh, you talking about the crayons?
Yeah.
IHOP gets 4, and they come prepackaged.
And you're going to get that small drink.
I just need to reset my stomach and heart and liver. I don't know, all the organs. I can't name them all.
What better way to reset?
They need a break.
Than a waffle.
It's not even a reset. It's just a break. I need a break from whatever my intestines are doing and my stomach.
Okay, but just like working out, okay? Your body's expecting that today,
right?
Okay. Now you remember when you've been told I know you've been through some training and things like that. When you work out, you don't do the same exercise every day,
right?
Because your body will start getting used to that. It's called, what do they call that? Circuit training, shock.
Yeah.
You got to shock your body right now is expecting you to fast this morning.
But your body also, if you want to give it something new and change it up the pace, you've been eating nothing but good, expensive food. Let's go get cheap, disgusting food together
to flush out your system.
Yeah.
If I wanted to shock my body, I'd give it a parsnip or something. I don't even know what that is, and I know my body hasn't had it.
Well, with Matt and I ordering for you, you may just get that.
You could get parsnips at the International House of Parsnips.
Yeah, I don't know where they get a parsnip, a good parsnip in the city.
Come on, man. We haven't seen each other for 4 days.
Oh, just one more day. We'll be fine tomorrow. It's Taco Tuesday too, and Reggio's does the 2-for-1 in Palme.
I don't know if I can do that.
And we're ordering for you, so you're not getting the 2-for-1.
This is a rough week. Starting Wednesday, I have the amount of the days go to 18-hour days through the weekend.
Oh boy,
it's gonna be brutal. And I gotta fill up for that. So.
And then you got to go to these afternoon parties. Yeah,
well, that's what I'm saying. I got to do afternoon broadcasts. I got to do them for 101X, and I have to do them for.
You guys aren't
KLBJ.
going remotely, are you?
I'm going back and forth between the places.
Damn, that sucks, man. I'd grab one of them Nature Valley bars or something.
Big Al, our intern, if you haven't noticed, Big Al. First of all, killing it on the internet.
Oh yeah, his fresh. What are you calling that? Fresh looks? What are you calling that?
It's called the drip check.
Drip check.
Drip fix. He just did appear in the door just a second ago, and I said I'm going to talk to you, right?
Yeah, that was him.
And then where's he going now? Is he going to the bathroom? Why is he not appearing?
He's a big bathroom guy.
Big Al
doesn't want to hold it.
You know what I wish we had, and they had these on the streets of Las Vegas now, on just about every street corner.
Yeah,
they've got those.
Oh my goodness,
they've got those.
He's like a track star.
They've got those mechanical turntables that with a light on it and like a camera.
Yeah,
to get that 360 thing, like they do on
to stand in it though.
Yeah. I don't know what, but. That'd be cool if we could get Big Al on that and get the 360 view.
Let's take the call and then we'll let Big Al catch his breath because he just ran from one room into here, and I don't think he's run in a while. And he looks shook.
Mr. Stoll.
Chuy.
Yeah.
You got to go to Waffle House. It's important to know that they have you covered, but they also have you smothered, diced, and peppered if you want.
I'll say, well, whose hash browns are better, them, IHOP, or Jim's?
Why are you leaving out McDonald's?
Dude, Waffle House. Also, McDonald's hash browns are like $2 now. Don't support McDonald's.
Don't support McDonald's. They're going down already. I can tell.
Are you kidding me? If I got two hash browns from McDonald's, it's $4 in these trying times.
I trust you. I trust Sawyer Stoll, and I'll have to go. I'd like to go when Sawyer's available.
At Waffle House, two hash browns at McDonald's. We're basically half to a Waffle House here. What are we building?
That's true. All right. Well, I'm convinced. I might just get a hash brown.
Yeah. Good. Hey. The most important thing to know, Chuy, is that you never get them chunked. The real reason is you're getting bacon, you're getting sausage in that All-Star Special. Save that 50 cents. Put it into a blueberry waffle. Put it into a pecan waffle. You have options.
I need you to take me. Because Matt, I don't know.
It is funny how he ordered. He had this whole way of ordering. And it seemed complicated, but he explained to me that it saved him 50 cents. So I was like, okay, right. I'll go with you.
Where are you going to spend it?
I will be your... Chuy, we make a Waffle House, a Waffle Home. I will be your spirit guide.
Who'll be your Huckleberry?
I'm more than happy. Do they have Tabasco sauce there?
They have Tabasco. They used to have Cholula. They don't carry Cholula anymore.
What about Texas Pete?
Once again, these trying times.
Yeah, no, it's Tabasco only.
I like it. If they got Tabasco, then it's the restaurant for me. All right, Sawyer. I'll take your challenge.
There we go. I love you guys.
I love you more.
Have a good day at work.
Last Thursday, I saw one of the greatest things I've ever seen in my entire life. Now, somebody's been blowing up our stories, and that person's name is Big Al, the intern. Big Al is 6 foot. How tall are you, Al?
I think like 6'6" or 6'7".
6'6" or 6'7". And this isn't like a 5'8" guy who tells you he's 5'9". He legit is probably 6'8".
Hey, I've never.
He's a big, giant, enormous dude.
Big hunk of a man.
Yeah.
And you have a unique fashion sense. Would you say?
Yeah, I would say so.
Now, where did that come from, by the way? When did you know that you wanted to be fashion symbol or whatever?
Sex symbol, as you are known now.
Oh, wow. I hope it pays off.
Yeah. Is it something you did even like when you were in high school, or?
I always like pretty much just dressed how I wanted to dress, and like I haven't worn them as much here, but I have a lot of Adidas tracksuits too.
Oh God, please! What do you mean you haven't worn them here? Why are you not wearing them here? My God, why are you wearing anything else?
Why are you wearing all this rubber ducky stuff when you could be coming in looking like Biggie?
Yeah, you know how you know Bob loves a tracksuit. Look at that rope chain.
Come on, man.
I'll come in with them then.
Okay.
All right. Where do you get your sense of fashion from? Is it from I don't know, celebrities? Is it runway models? Is it rappers and trends?
Oh, yeah, your inspirations. Yeah.
I think it just started like when I was like way younger. My mom bought certain clothes for me, and then I started to be like, "Oh,
is your mother by any chance vision impaired?"
Vision impaired. Oh dear.
Oh dear.
Or colorblind, I guess, which would be a visual impairment.
But any kind of visual impairment, really. We've been showing your outfit of the day, and people love it. People are falling in love with you. A lot of our listeners, and I will tell you this:
thank you.
When I see the hearts and the fire and emojis and all that from people, it's much less from the men and much more for the ladies. I think the ladies are really finding old Big Al adorable.
Oh, yeah.
Well, thank you very much.
Don't thank us. Thank them.
Yeah, I am thanking them.
Say thank you, ladies.
Thank you, ladies.
Say what's up, bitches.
What's up, bitches? If you want
that hurt you today, that caused you physical pain.
I was about to say, like, if you want to hang out, I don't know.
So on Thursday last week, you were dressed like Saved by the Bell, the television show, right?
Pretty much.
Aqua, bright yellow, and that weird kind of 90s orange salmon, whatever that is.
He looked like the Max that they used to all go to and Saved by the Bell.
Yeah, you look like Saved by the Bell. And every time I would look up 90s GIF, it would just show up those three colors. That you were the color of Jam's shorts from the 90s.
Yeah.
And you confided in us, this is actually like a swimsuit.
It's like a swim trunks, and then I guess like the shirt is something you could wear.
You were decked out in leisure wear.
I guess so, right? Yeah.
But it was bright. It was multicolored. It was. It had triangles and squiggles all over it. Mm-hmm. And then you leave, and we don't see you Thursday. Except Thursday, I have to drive it to do some errands. And I'm driving, and do you guys know where the interchange is, where Lamar
I got to close my eyes
and Anderson come together right at 183?
Yeah.
There's a Hobby Lobby.
It's
kind of
there.
around Cap City.
Right.
There's also a big bingo parlor there.
Or
There's
24.
a big, giant bingo parlor.
Yeah.
Oh, my.
There are those Maori warrior heads for some reason.
Isn't there a violin shop across the street?
Yes, there is a violin street.
There's discount electronics.
There's a Mexican food place that whenever you're there, there's always a rat that runs through the restaurant, which I kind of feel like is a sign, like a sign of good luck.
There's a Chinese buffet, if you haven't mentioned that already.
And guess what else there was?
What?
As I was driving,
Taylor.
Something caught my eye. I was like, what is this bright, shining object? I was like, this is a hindrance. How am I not going to wreck my truck right now? Because out of the corner of my eye, remember how windy it was on Thursday too? And I saw this flag flapping in the wind. And it was the decade of the 90s on the street, walking.
Oh, man. Blossom.
But not just walking. It was the most beautiful Daniel Gallo moment I've had in a long time. I look over, and Big Al is standing on the sidewalk you were carrying a bag of some sort.
That's the bag I just usually have. It has my wallet in it and stuff usually.
Well, don't let everybody know where to get your wallet.
Why is your wallet in a bag?
Because the swimsuit doesn't have pockets, Bob. That's why.
My wallet's too big for the pockets.
Yeah, ladies.
Yeah, you know that
his wallet's too big for pockets. And guess what else is too big?
I want to see the bag. Where's the bag?
It's in the other room.
Is it like a shopping bag?
It's like a black bag. It is
like a tote. It's like a man tote Merce thing, right?
Crossbody?
I guess so, yeah.
Yeah. But you weren't just standing there doing nothing. Do you remember what you were doing at the corner where Lamar reaches 183 and Anderson? You were stopped and you were doing something just outside the bingo parlor.
Oh, I was there because I went too far on a bus and I had to get back to the bus station. But what was I like dancing or something? What was happening?
You weren't just dancing. You were shaking a little, but you were also taking a photo of a giant concrete pink gorilla.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I love that gorilla.
Yeah.
You were out doing a little sightseeing.
Yeah,
y'all were both dressed the same. Is that what was exciting?
People were like, "Oh my God, look at that insane gorilla!" And then they're like, "Oh no, I think that's actually the intern from Mornings with Matt and Bob."
Oh my goodness! Well,
what's bigger, that concrete gorilla or you?
I have to go back and look again.
Which one's more hollow, would you say?
Oh, no.
Which one's easier to have a conversation with, the giant concrete gorilla or Big Al?
Oh, poor concrete gorilla. They put a bunch of graffiti all over him. Or is that intentional?
You were dressed like graffiti.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
I'm worried.
You should have seen the traffic backed up. Everybody was like, what's going on? Oh, is this a South by Southwest activity? Is this an activation? They're trying to, what is this about? Is this for Cliff Bars or something? What's happening right now?
Is that Mr. Beast?
Yeah. He's out there just taking photos of the gorilla. And I was like, there he is. Now, had you never seen the gorilla before? You were just sort of taken in with it? What happened?
I love that gorilla.
We've only ever driven past it, so I took the opportunity since I had gone too far on the bus.
I love that gorilla.
Yeah.
That's my favorite art installment out of all of Austin, I think.
Yeah.
Well, since the Terminix bug
went away.
The coop, yeah.
Did you get any other pictures that day of anything else interesting, or just the gorilla that day?
Let me look for a second.
I'm worried about you being on the street, though.
Why?
In the general public.
Why?
Well,
no one's going to attack Big Al. The greatest thing is
It's gonna hurt me.
Wallet inspector.
I don't know.
Checking everyone's
and how do
wallets.
you not know how the bus system? You were on the bus every day, right? How did you miss your stop? Did you fall asleep?
I was drawing.
Drawing what? A blank?
I was just doing little sketches in my sketchbook. I was doing
please,
kind of fake albums. I have
Bob wants to see that.
If you ever want to flip through one of my sketchbooks one time.
No.
No.
Hey, Bob, would you ever want to flip through one of his sketchbooks?
No, that's something that's private and personal. I would never want to.
We would never want to see what goes on inside of that big old nog there.
I draw it on the bus. There's not going to be any porn.
That's
we didn't even.
What's so weird is
we didn't
my
even
brain
bring up.
literally had not gone there. So when you draw not on the bus, is there porn?
No comment.
How do you draw the boobs? Can I see what kind of nipples you draw?
We have to have a boob drawing contest in here.
I'll draw.
Why didn't you sketch the gorilla?
Oh well, I was continuing something from the other day.
Oh, okay. I just didn't know,
No, but he's saying, why did you stop and take a picture? Why didn't you do one of those...
How do you identify?
One of those French artists and set up a little easel and start drawing the gorilla right there. Do a plain
Are you
air.
good?
I had to get back to the bus.
Are you a good artist?
Do you identify?
Okay.
Do you identify more as an artist or as a photographer? I mean, a photographer is always an artist, but an artist isn't always a photographer.
Yeah, both are pretty interesting. If I see something interesting and I want to just take a quick picture of it, I will, and I'll try to frame it pretty all right. And I like sketching a lot of different stuff and
Can we share a few of your sketches on our stories?
Sure, I'll send you.
Or is that exploitative?
Oh, we want to see the book. We want to choose which ones we share.
No, it's not exploitative. I think it's perfectly fine, and I think it's good.
Go bring it in here right now. Go grab it.
Give me a sec.
All right, perfect. Go grab it.
He is an absolute joy. For some reason, the intern gods have been shining on us for semesters in a row now, and this is really good, really good. I noticed though they're not clamoring to hire him as fast as they clamored to hire one of our other interns.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, two of these here. One.
Hey,
I'm not touching.
We got to hang on. We got to. You're not gonna touch him.